Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe? Here comes Santa.
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
Big up, big up, big up. Welcome back to another episode of the Secret Society of Good Guys. As always, we are some of your good guys, and we are here to hang out with you on this March Friday evening, this Chuck Norris Friday evening. Hi, good guys. How are you?
9 out of 10 good guys recommend that you take a dab right now.
I
got my dab.
Since Abbie's not here and we can actually really smoke pot. Can you imagine if
That's
Abbie
right.
inhibited us somehow from we try to keep the pot smoke on air down when we're hanging out with Abbie because she's a professional and stuff and we like to respect her on air. So today we'll go ham. But
I didn't know we
shout
were
out
doing
to
that.
Abbie.
Because I was ripping bongs left and right. I didn't know we were doing that.
I just snorted bath salts.
Oh shit.
My God, let me bring out my mirror and just try
I just
some
did
up
a
real
tiny
quick.
bit of chrome. Just a slight bit of chrome. A little bit of chrome.
What's chrome?
I'm just curious. Have any
Oh,
of you
chrome.
ever?
Okay.
Have you guys ever snorted something that you didn't know what it was?
No.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I have. And it was not a good story for me.
No, I don't know if anyone's ever had a good story version of one of those.
I feel like I had my own personal train spotting.
There's a reason why someone wouldn't tell you what it is.
I was a young lass, and I thought it was going to bring me up, and it did not bring me up. It took me in the opposite direction. I feel like I have my own personal Pulp Fiction without a needle to the heart. Oh, to be young and dumb.
I know.
And I remember the first time, I'm old enough that, there used to be a whole bunch of, now it's a very obvious thing. That's crystal meth. That's meth. But when I was young, it wasn't even, people even knew Ritalin is Adderall is meth. And then sometimes you would just be places, and in Florida, you just would assume any white powder that you saw. I don't know if this is from every state, but where I'm from, you just assumed everything was cocaine. And you just assumed it was pretty dope cocaine. I didn't even know cocaine came in different qualities until I moved to California. I just thought cocaine was cocaine. I didn't know anyone ever cut anything. The amount of naivete with drugs that I didn't realize. I just thought white powder, cocaine, green stuff, marijuana. And until the DARE officer came to my school, I was pretty naive about drugs.
I literally thought, until DARE program, I thought drugs were only done by murderers and thieves and arsonists. That you had to be a criminal doing violent, horrible things before you would even go out and smoke weed or something. And then as soon as DARE came around, it opened my eyes. I was like, oh, normal people, like the guy walking his dog would do drugs. It blew my mind that it wasn't just for criminals.
Dude, I mean, it got us taking our fucking #2 pencils, the push pencils with the lead that pops out. We would like pretend that we were like fucking doing heroin as kids because of Dare. Like we were doing the stupidest shit. We were taking bottle caps from the Pepsi bottle and taking shots like we were taking alcohol. Like we were doing the fucking most things, replicating
Thank you,
what
Dare.
Dare is like. Don't you dare do it, but we did. We were like reenact it for fun.
And I remember even like the good kids in my classes, once like Dare was over and you like graduated, it would be a thing that you would go out to a field and burn your Dare shirt and your Dare workbook. Like you would burn it all just because it was like, haha, take that, state. But this was even people that weren't necessarily druggies were doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I had my Dare shirt for way too long.
That's why they're worth a lot. If you go on eBay, you can find some original Dare stuff that's actually
Who
worth.
was the mascot? Wasn't there a mascot? Was it a
Yeah,
no,
it was Darren the Lion or Daryl
the
the
lion.
Lion.
Yeah, the lion.
I had my Dare shirt all the way through college. I feel like I had it when I lived in Los Angeles. I feel like I had my Dare shirt for a long time where it had that like broken black and the letters were all good and cracked across my tits.
And this is one of the OG ironic shirts, right?
Oh yeah. There was nothing better than like being cute in college with a Dare shirt on smoking a joint. Nothing better. Look, you guys, top tier. I hope your kids aren't watching this.
Now, if you see someone wearing that shirt, you don't think that they're non-drug addicts. Now you're like, oh, that's a drug addict right there.
Yeah, you're like, that
Definitely
person's just
smoke
schlick. Oh my gosh. Speaking of, I had to tell, I started telling Layla this when we went on air. And I wanted to like just bitch to the audience for a minute because I'm like, this isn't conspiratorial. This is just real life where sometimes I'm like, the simulation just has something written in for me. And it's always just gonna do it. And it's so funny to me because I don't think it's written in for my wife. So it's so interesting to watch it all kind of go down. We got a new couch and we're so excited. We're like, yay, we're gonna go get this couch. I'm kind of glad I did now. We were like, let's save the $300. Let's go pick it up ourselves. Let's get the couch. We'll get a U-Haul. We'll do it old school. We're two lesbians. We're all about a U-Haul. Let's do this. We pick up this couch. We get the U-Haul. We get it all the way to my house. This is a heavy couch. It's already heavy by the time we pull it up at my door. And I don't have the same like dolly that they had when we got it on the truck. And I'm like, oof. This was lighter with the dolly. Like I'm already having this whole realization of like, oh, this is heavy. Okay, we're going to get it off the truck. It's going to be hard. We're going to take our time, blah, blah, blah. Get the whole truck off of couch off the truck. I get it to my house was maybe built in like 1954, 1958 at the latest. This big ass couch did not fit through my 1958 door. And it was just jarred in my door where part of me, like there was like maybe 5 minutes that I'm like, okay, is there a man I can call that's stronger, that can just push this through the door, that can do? And so I'm like, this is like 4 inches. Like we're effed by like 4 inches. There ain't no man that can get this through the door. This isn't even man miracle stuff. I'm like, what am I gonna do right now? So I'm like, I don't even know how it happened too, because my wife is usually really reasonable when I hit this kind of weird man, because I was just like, what? I was like losing my mind. It's already hard enough to move. So I was like, I'm going to saw the legs off the couch. Jules is like, do it.
Yay.
Dude, that's not my what. We both are Aries rising. She's a Gemini. I'm a Scorpion. That let's saw the legs off the couch is sometimes just I could just be pissed right now and need 5 minutes. Like this is not like a. So when she's like, do it, I'm like, oh.
Can you
then
just
I'm like,
unscrew the legs off the couch?
listen to this, Thomas. So I'm like, there's got to be like I'm picturing in my brain, there's like a long stick inside this couch that has two big ratchet bolts holding this leg in place. So I'm like, I'm going to stick my hand up this couch. And then I was pissed already, Layla. This is where the conversation started before we went on air. I was pissed already because I'm pulling the bottom off the couch, thinking this is where it came out. Universe, do I just have white trash written in my script somewhere that I just have to have a hangy couch bottom? Like, I just have this new couch. I'm getting rid of my old couch because it had a hangy couch bottom and my cat pulled it. Now I have a new couch going in. I'm going to have to cut the legs off with the hangy couch bottom. This is real life. This is happening to me. I'm crazy. So I'm like looking, I don't even have the right tools. This is horrible. So I jigsaw the legs off this couch. At one point, I look up at Jules and I'm like, do you know who Laura Loomer is? And she's like, no. And I'm like, if you ever look her up, Jigsaw. I don't know why. That's so cruel and just out of the blue. And then I went back to jigsawing the legs off the couch. So cut the legs off, dude. The couch goes in like Flynn. It's like, whoop. Now I have a legless couch in my house and I'm like, like I can't even believe it.
Brand new legless
I
couch.
can't even believe it. So I'm like, all right. I laid there and thought about it all night. I'm pretty MacGyver. I'm like, we're going to Home Depot tomorrow. She's like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I'm going to fix this legless couch. We go down the fencing and I get like fence toppers. They're like wooden ball fence toppers.
Yeah.
So I took them, I painted them, I stained them, drilled holes into the bottom because it was such good wood. It took me forever to cut the legs off. I knew I was going to be able to drill right into the center of it and then twist new legs on. So if you come in and look right now, you'll be like, Chaney, nice new dope couch with your feet on it.
Ball.
Yeah, the fence topper. So anyways, you guys, I went through my full like manic but kind of pissed moment, and then it's all fine now. But cutting the legs off a couch was like, I remember one time I was selling a piece of furniture and my mother-in-law was like, you're not going to sell it in the pair? And I was like, what the fuck? Who cares? Who cares if it's sold in the pair? I was like, that's an old lady way to think. But when I was cutting the legs off the couch, I was like, this is my selling the furniture in pairs. This is me going too far. Like, this is where I feel like, this is horrible.
It's just annoying because you just bought the fucking thing. Only just to fucking like.
Riggs, we stood it up. We turned it. We measured it in every direction. I'm a measure twice, cut once girl. I'm a welder. I ain't trying to lift up something for free.
But if you had paid the $300, that would have been their problem to figure out, and they probably would have figured out a way to do it. No, or you think even if you had given the professionals,
they would have been like, "Man, we couldn't get this
too.
in the house," and they weren't going to saw the legs off, so they would have just taken the couch back, and it would have been all for naught, I guess. Or they would have been like, "We'll give you this money to a couch that fits through your door." Oh shit. Anyways, that was like part of my entertainment today. That was my adult life. But it looks really nice. It looks really good, and I'm excited that it looks good, but oofda. Oofda.
After all that, yeah.
Sawing the legs off of fucking cow. It was thicker wood than you think, too. And a little jigsaw, I'm like, I don't have a better saw. I kind of looked at her, I'm like, I told you, like, I needed a different saw besides just the jigsaw. She goes, I'm glad you had the jigsaw. When you told me you were going to saw it, I really thought you were going to grab, like, the garden saw and you were going to...
like, manually
I'm like, I might
fucking
have
saw
eat right
into
through it, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Life. So that was it. Thank you guys for humoring me and listening to my story. For the 76 people who have showed up so far, thank you for listening to me talk, because it's kind of shameful a little bit. I think I had to come and tell somebody that I sawed the legs off a couch.
I have male fatigue.
Oh, you broke
I don't want to have. You hear me now?
Yep.
I have male fatigue.
Yeah,
It's like black fatigue, but for men.
Yeah. Like, and I don't hate men. I'm just tired, man. Like, fucking, like, it's like the what's a weaponized incompetence? You see a woman busting her ass, sweating, carrying, just headless chicken, and then you just twirl around like a fucking ballerina. Like I just can't. I just can't. It's like I don't know what's going on with fucking men. I don't know what's going on. It's like they like to see women just go through it or something. And it's like they get a kick out of it. I don't know. It's just everywhere I am, either home, work, out, wherever. It's just like pussies everywhere, like bitches everywhere. Sorry, I need to let it out there. But yeah, there's one man that's not a bitch that's not here today. Chuck Norris, rest in peace.
I know.
I
Chuck
just
Norris.
have to ask this question: does he
Yeah.
get undue credit? Because I know he was like a meme on the internet for a while, and did that make him like cooler than he actually is, or was Chuck Norris legitimately like a cool person?
He's a cool person, I thought, always. Yeah.
I think he also got this weird meme culture. The thing about Chuck Norris is I think he was one of the first celebrities who like kind of got meme cultured, but he was definitely one of the first to lean into his own joke.
Huh.
Like
Well, his joke was cool though.
Pretty
His joke
dope.
was that he's a badass, right? That's the joke.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it would be kind of. I'm trying to pull up just a Chuck Norris meme.
It wasn't as viral, I thought. To me, it didn't seem like he went as viral as, I don't know.
What is
Just
this?
me.
Hold on. I'm gonna
I don't
make
know
you-
why I might be misremembering this, but I remember there was like an anti-Chuck Norris push, and that he was in some way maybe advocating for like the original war, like 2001 Bush Jr. war.
The what war?
Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Oh,
Yeah, he seems like definitely a Republican guy. Like he
Yeah.
definitely played that part. I think was he actually from Texas? I guess I could look up Chuck Norris stuff if we're gonna talk about it. Like, do you guys want to know about Chuck Norris? Are we gonna wiki Chuck?
I don't know much about him. I remember he used to be on infomercials for his exercise machine.
With
Oh, that's
Christy
right.
Brinkley?
That's right.
Christy Brinkley and Chuck Norris.
And remember Body by Jake? That was like the same time period too.
Oh, yeah.
Who the hell was
I miss
Jake? Who was
infomercials.
this guy? Like, why was he like a thing?
Infomercials were the shit. I don't care what anyone says. Bedtime, had that shit on. Loved it. Never
I
bought
don't-
anything.
I don't know if it was like a regional thing, but I have these infomercials that I remember that almost seem like fever dreams, but I promise you that these were real, and I have not been able to find them online anymore. But like one of the ones you might have seen were the Peter Popov, the Miracle Water, where people would like sprinkle Miracle Water on their mailbox, and then they'd be like, a check for $15,000 just showed up out of nowhere, like an ant died. But there was one where they were selling prayer rugs, and I swear that they said that if you bought this prayer rug, then 10% more of your prayers would be answered than if you didn't have the prayer rug. And this is like, this was like peak infomercial. It was like a crossover between infomercial and like religious infomercial.
It's so
And then
wild.
Girls Gone Wild. Those were the other ones that you would see like right in between those.
That
did-
or I can make you a millionaire. Here, just buy my program and blah, 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 blah. And showing these
Real
mansions.
estate ones, it's like buy real estate with my money.
Yeah.
Get rich with my money.
So weird.
I feel like we were talking about it here last week or the week before, and I've really been thinking about it too of how when we were young, the programming stopped. Like we had a time of the night that the programming actually turned off, the national anthem was played, and then there was no more programming until after the sun came up.
That's true. You had Bible study sometimes, honestly. I remember that lady with the long hair, the pastor. Should be on too. You guys don't remember her?
On like Sunday. After the
see
infomercial,
her every night.
immediately a whole different TV shows would start on Sundays.
What was her name?
But I just felt like there was a time the television stopped. And now it's just everywhere. Like it's at the doctor's office and the bar and the store and it's like you're not standing any place where you're not inundated with a screen, even if it's not your own phone.
Pastor Melissa Scott, that was her name. She would be on every night preaching, talking about the Bible and Greek. I mean, she knew Greek, Hebrew, and all that. And she
Was she like a New York lady?
no, Southern actually. She's a very pretty lady too, a modest lady, but I mean, she knew her stuff, but she was preaching.
Pastor Melissa Scott, PhD.
She's a very interesting character.
The Byzantine Forum.
I don't see her though.
I didn't pull her. She's on I can't find a good wiki of her. It's all like weird videos or like a Facebook post.
Yeah.
I was trying to find like her wiki and I was just going to replace.
I low-key was watching sermons as a Muslim. Oh my God.
Take off.
So funny.
Chuck Norris. His name was Carlos Ray Norris. And he was from Oklahoma. Huh. Did not know that. Shout out to Abbie, who's not here right now. World War II Army veteran who later worked as a mechanic, bus driver, and truck driver. His mother was of Irish ancestry. His father had German, British, and distant Cherokee roots. Norris was named after Carlos Berry, his father's minister.
Huh.
Isn't it funny? He went by Chuck later, like Chuck Berry. Like he was named after Carlos Berry, but Chuck Berry. Yeah, it seems definitely like an end of an era. And then when I found out he was 86, I did not think he was that old.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that old either. Surprised me.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. Any conspiracies? Anyone got any conspiracies? Did Hillary off Chuck, or is this just one, like sometimes people die?
I don't know. I think, I don't know.
Muted, Thomas. Thomas, you're muted.
No, I was going to say no one's allowed to die anymore of old age. It has to be like you had some dirt on Hillary Clinton, or you were going to like speak out against Israel, right? Like one of those things has to be true.
Like I was going to make a meme with, like even if he did take the COVID vaccine, it wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't suggest that Chuck Norris would die of Fauci's vaccine. Will that get me in trouble this time? Okay, we're 20. That'll probably get me in trouble.
No.
Shit.
No.
Shit. That's still, we need Candace Owens to talk about it, so then we're all allowed to talk about it.
Why don't you talk about Miss Candace Owens in that picture that you posted?
Do you think that was so funny?
That was interesting.
You guys, I just think because I'm like, there's certain things in the conspiracy
They're all
realm.
friends. They're all friends.
When we talk about certain things, though, it's like what's good for the goose is whatever. But then it's like if it's one of our people, we're like, yeah, we're just going to keep this. And so I just thought this was really funny that this picture of Candace Owens. And sometimes it just makes me laugh so Candace got the boot. If you know, you know. And so Candace Owens has an ankle boot on. And
coincidence?
For people in the conspiracy realm, when they were saying that Oprah had one of these ankle boots, John McCain, well, every politician had one of these broken cast boots. John McCain, Hillary Clinton.
Step is they get taken to a military tribunal and executed and then replaced by a lookalike, right? That's like the whole sequence of events, essentially.
Or just not back anymore. But I do think it is interesting. Some stuff that I will say about Candace Owens. She's married to George Farmer. George Farmer's father is a lord. Your father, if he was a lord, would not let you know somebody for 3 weeks before you got married. Like there is some agent bullshit between, I think, the entirety, Erica, Charlie, Candace, George Farmer. And there is something too that I think everybody kind of needs to look into, because I know everybody with Israel. There is stuff when you look at like Henry VIII in The Crown, they thought they thought they were going to be the new Israel. Like before Israel was there, when they talk about themselves, they even use the terms frequently, New Israel. She is the same hardcore Catholic. Like all of them lead the same hardcore crazy Catholic. But Lord Farmer, he was all involved in the whole Enron scandal. He pulled out of all of Enron, made all his money like the day before Enron collapsed, maybe the week if I'm being conservative, like the week before Enron collapsed. And then he now is one of the biggest owners of copper in the entire world. And then her husband owns, what's that, not Rumble, the other Gab. Is that what it was? What was his...
I think it was Gab. Gab.2.
So it was like, hey, everyone, come over here so we can record all the people that got kicked off the internet. And then you also remember, like, Candace had her own phone. She had her own Obama phone for a minute. So I just think there's some crazy things about Candace Owens, and I wish she'd just talk about Dr. Fauci so we're allowed to. It really was the point. And nice boot. What are you talking about?
Here's
Parlor. Thank you, kind.
I saw this very interesting video, and it talks about like these celebrities, right? And how many lookalikes they have, and all this A, B, C, all of them, okay? They all throughout history had lookalikes, and it begs the question, are they vampires? Are they this? Are they that? What are they? So then apparently in the Bible, the fallen angels that were led by Satan appear to be like human-like, and they have 4 different faces, and they're the cherubim, most of the highest ranking angels. So it begs the question, if they have 4 faces that they can like shapeshift and play these different characters throughout time with the women of the humans, the women that they slept with, and they're their wives for all of eternity, because that's what, their punishment. What if they're just the fallen angels with their 4 different faces playing these 4 different characters, and we're just like, look, it's so real. They're just fucking bored. They don't know what to do but entertain themselves with all this fucking loosh and take us along with it so it could feel real for them too. That's like, it kind of makes sense to me. The L of everything. Is it too far-fetched?
No, I mean, that's the end of law. Isn't it all like them playing a game, or like...
Well, let me read it.
Trading places where it's all a bet for $1 because they're just so rich and bored.
Okay, the Bible verse describing angelic beings, Ezekiel 1:7, which states, their legs were straight and their soles of their feet were like the hooves of a calf, gleaming in polished bronze. And then it goes to say, according to theological tradition and scriptural whatever, fallen angels led by Satan, including high-ranking cherubim associated with God's throne, traditions, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so it's pretty much, and all the things like Michael Phelps and the L, people with the L in their name have been different people throughout history, or they're fucking vampires. Because it's just too much of a coincidence, and like, who the hell are these people? Who gave them the title to anything? We're born into this realm, and I grow up and I'm learning about these characters that I have to believe the stories that they tell me about these people, and they're on TV for as long as I could remember. For the past 100 years, we're seeing the same fucking faces. It's just, I don't know, something to ponder.
I think
this is the crazy Layla talking.
But part of it, I think, is the humans have a way of determining tiny little differences in each other's like faces, essentially. But to any other animal, we kind of just look the same, like across the board. Like, we don't have that many different features. It's just that, like us, we determine like all these minor little differences between like the inner eye distance and like the ratios of everything, but ultimately we kind of all look the same. And I think that that's part of it, is that when you see someone that's like the same person over and over again all throughout history, like one of those examples of like the Keanu Reeves time traveler, or like the different people that look the exact same, and you find versions of them every 50 years in old photos and things like that. I think part of that plays into it. Like part of that plays into like the live forever
I don't
vampire.
know. I'm more woo woo than that. I like to believe what they want us not to believe. So if they think, oh, like these people think that they're fucking fallen angels, I'd rather believe that than think of like what they tell us. Oh, it's just a replica of, our brains just, perceiving patterns and like pattern recognition and all that. I don't know. I like to believe in the woo woo more now.
Because there's only so many places our nose can be before it's not a nose anymore.
Yeah.
Or so many places our eyes can be. And you know how, I don't know what the number is. You know how they say there's like Shakespeare has 33.3 stories and that's it. I don't know how many storylines there are in the world, but there's only
Francis Bacon, but yeah.
yeah, Francis Bacon. That's a there's only like so many stories. I think there's only so many combinations of faces.
True.
Like I think we can there's only so many variations of the sim. And even though it seems so infinite, it really, I always think back to conversations with Human Vibration where we were talking about China. Like if me and her were in China, they would just think we were twins for the first like 3 days until anyone talked to us. Like they would care so little, and they're like blonde, done. Like it's like they're not going any deeper into it. But then if we were in like maybe Saudi Arabia, they might pay a little bit of difference of attention to our eye color. And then where if we were in, Florida, now they're like, those bitches look nothing alike. And so it is kind of interesting that not even just human, we're all human, but how they always, wherever you're from, those people, they don't look alike at all to you. They look like, even if somebody's like, you look just like your sister, you're like, this
yeah, same with me and my
you look just
sister. Like, you guys look alike. I'm like, we do? No, we don't. I don't fucking see it. My sister don't see it, but everybody else sees it. I don't fucking see myself in my sister at all. Like at all. But people see it.
Yeah,
It's
I think
strange.
that's how it's like our eyeballs don't necessarily see how similar we are to so many other things.
But I think it's
Yeah.
also like we're trained to, right? Like if you go far back enough, and again, this is pattern recognition, not woo-woo. If you go back far enough in history, there could be someone legitimately in a village that's like, uh-oh, if I piss that girl off, then that girl that looks just like her will also be mad. So I need to like being able to figure out that kind of pattern recognition would literally save your life in some circumstances. So like you wouldn't notice, but everyone else would, because it's like triggering like a survival instinct.
You know that thing, Sherry, people look like their dogs. I think it's interesting sometimes how that
Yep, the big dog
Oh, sorry.
doesn't want this out in the world.
oh my goodness. I'm
There we
like, I
go.
don't even know really how this works. I just know if I keep touching it over in this quadrant, because I'm so used to doing all of it through software and not ever touching this, but
ChatGPT, fix this. Fix the microphone.
yeah, somewhere I turned off the lock that used to be here. So every once in a while I touch it. But I do think it's interesting how sometimes husbands and wives or couples start to look alike,
Yeah.
like a ton, where you're like, that's crazy. Like,
It's like,
it wasn't always like that when they were together. The mannerisms, obviously, you pick up each other's mannerisms, way of talking, things like that. But sometimes,
but it's more the female that like
because she's
becomes
getting that injection of vitamin DNA.
yeah. The
She's
plug.
taking on the DNA.
Some of that
The
adrenaline.
DNA. She's taking that D. Oh shit. Oh my goodness.
Trying to
Chuck
think of-
Norris was the big thing today.
Yeah.
I do think you're onto something though, that if there were fallen, and we always just assume like, oh, here we are made in the daughters of man and all the angels, but it says distinctively that it's not just one type of angel, and you can even see in all the depictions of even Kronos to Cupid that those are two different types of things going on, even if it's just energetically.
It's just weird. It's just
Or
weird.
seraphim, all of a sudden you see some that has all these eyes. You're like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust an angel that didn't look terrifying. Like if I ever saw like a legit angel that was, like an Adonis with wings or whatever, I would figure like that's a demon. That thing is trying to deceive, because a real angel would scare the shit out of you.
Have you
That's
ever
what I
met
kinda think,
someone
too.
though? Like, have you ever met someone though that gave you like it's like a feeling that you've never felt before, and it's not like a feeling of like loving or something. It's just like a what are you?
I just left up that dog com for so long.
This is how I feel about Mormons.
What that feeling?
Like, what are you?
You're like, what are you?
Why are
Like,
you so wholesome? I don't
are
get
you
it.
human? Speaking of Mormons, isn't there like the whole internet going up in fucking shambles for two fucking Mormons right now? Dakota and Taylor. This whole fucking
Oh, this is new to me. I need to know.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
tell. Mormon news. Boop, boop,
So
boop, boop,
apparently
boop,
this
boop.
lady started beating the shit out of her man, and like everyone's up in an uproar. How are you not
Oh,
defending
this is
the
the
lady?
Bachelor thing. They're Mormon.
Yeah, the Bachelorette now.
Mm.
Yeah, her. And like she's a Mormon. I think he's
I
a
think
Mormon.
that's like a fake. You're not allowed to be a Mormon and be acting wild like that.
No, you're not. But they claim to be Mormon. And
Yeah,
like
it's only because like the Housewives has a Salt Lake City version, so now it's like trendy to be Mormon, probably.
Or imagine if it was Muslims' housewives and the guy is like, you know what? I will take all of you to be my bride.
And then one of them slaps him on camera. How would that go?
Headless.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're laughing about it. Like, Sharia law. That's what we should call it. Anyways, yeah, back to the Mormons.
God.
Mormon. So it's a Mormon housewife. Wait,
Yeah,
Mormon, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City,
something.
or a Bachelor.
I don't know. I don't know who these people
I've
are.
heard about it. It's the Bachelorette show, and I think they filmed the whole season or whatever, and they were about to go and air it and premiere it, and then this came out, and they had to can the entire.
Oh, but they were on the Mormon show. These characters, okay? But this Bachelorette girl, she decided to be on the Bachelorette, but she was on a show previous with a bunch of these Mormon people who were like fucking sleeping around with each other and each other's husbands and orgies and shit. It's just some fucking weird shit that they're doing. And then all of a sudden, she drinks one night and starts throwing fucking bar stools at her man, which hit her daughter, and the internet is in an uproar. And I'm like, who are they? Like, are they
So just-
prophets?
As a technicality, that sounds like what I've come to understand as a Jack Mormon, which is like a Mormon that bends the rules and gets drunk.
Mm.
Is that like a Mennonite? Like you know how like for Amish they have the people that are allowed to use a cell phone.
Burgesburg or whatever the hell they call it, Rumspringer. It's like there's some Mormons that just go on Rumspringer whenever they feel like it, and those are called Jack Mormons, and they can smoke and they can drink and they can still call themselves Mormon.
I don't like that. That's why I thought that like and it might not be Mennonites, but there's a type of Amish that they are like best friends with the priest, and they're not excommunicated, and they can kind of drive a car, and they drive the priest around, and they can take phone calls. They hold all the electronics, but they're still not all like they're Amish, but they're like Amish.
They all do. I mean, I remember I went to Intercourse, Pennsylvania, like a couple decades ago, which is heartland of Amish country. And I was so excited to like go and see real Amish people. And I swear, like a Dodge Caravan rolled up, and all of these Amish girls popped out wearing like Reeboks and LA gear with the lights on the back. And it ruined it. It like took me out. It was like if you go to see like an old colonial reenactment, but then like someone's checking their phone halfway through. You know what I mean? It like takes you out of it.
It's like when you see the shoes, you're dealing with some kind of like Mickey Mouse type character, a human in a suit, and you look
100%,
down.
yeah, it felt like it was like performative. Like, oh, well, if you're gonna have LA gear on, then why don't you just put like a t-shirt on too?
I know, and they're like, it's LA gear. It's at least from the 80s. Like, this is what we've made it up to in our Amish world.
Well, this was in maybe the 80s. So.
Oh.
When it came out, it was like, damn, they got better shoes than I do. This is kind of embarrassing.
Okay, somewhere in some secret society of good guy merch, I'm thinking there's like a British Knights knockoff, there's an LA Gear ripoff. Like, I think we take the corny things that didn't make it past. Like, they didn't get to Nike, but they were cool in the 5th grade.
I don't know if British Knights were ever cool. They just gave them away on like Double Dare, but I don't think anyone actually was like, check out
My
my
brother
BK
had
Knights.
British Knights. I never wore British Knights. They were a little too big. They were like big before skate shoes were big. And it was like, oh, but my brother rocked British Knights. So I don't know. But they might have not been cool.
I don't think they were cool. No, I don't know how to break that to them.
I know I'll have to tell him, like the British Knight thing. Like the
Yeah,
one thing I let go in life,
cool,
that was nerdy too.
And Leslie didn't actually teach you French too. Sorry.
Oh shit. What else has happened this week, you guys? What's been going on in the wide world of weird?
Well, I just want to know the truth about like the architect. And that's what I've been going down, like the rabbit holes. And then I fell upon the Pistis Sophia. And I didn't know this was a thing. And remember when I said I feel like they captured the divine feminine for some reason, and I felt that so wholeheartedly?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this whatever I just mentioned, the Pistis Sophia talks about how she was captured. It is so fucking fascinating. So apparently, should I read it or should I have Grok talk about it?
Can you pick a voice to
Yeah.
have the robot talk about it in?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll discuss afterward.
Yeah.
Can we do a Mickey Mouse
Hey,
voice?
can you tell me about the Pistis Sophia, and can you tell me about how they captured her and what hymns she was singing?
And tell her to do it in a Mickey Mouse voice.
Sure.
I don't think they
Let's
can do
dive
that.
into Sophia's capture and hymns.
It is fascinating.
Diving into Sophia's fall, it's intense.
Is this music we're hearing too? What is that?
It's her
Grok.
thinking.
Oh, okay.
I never use Grok either.
Oh, the fall of Sophia. Such a heartbreaking tale. Let me dive right in.
Dive in already, Jesus.
I'll tell you the thing that Grok's doing is she's using like so many different search engines and then pulling it all together and making her, you'll see all of them think. Sorry.
Yeah, 59 pages of them thinking.
Diving into Sophia's capture and her hymns, it's intense.
Oh my God.
Oh, this
Like,
might be a little long.
Edge us on this, isn't it?
Here, I'll ask. Do you want
Okay,
me to
there we
ask
go.
mine?
Yeah, the Princess Sophia.
Diving
she-
in.
Yeah,
She was about
We're
to
gonna get so
right
deep.
back into her fall. So picture Sophia. She's this radiant princess of light, not some fairy tale damsel, but a living emanation, almost like a star with a heartbeat. She's in the 13th eon, still below the full pleroma, but close enough to feel the pull of the true ineffable. She gets curious, lonely maybe. Her consort's there, but she drifts off, singing solo hymns upward. That's her first slip, leaving the pair bond. Then comes the trap. The arrogant one, self-willed. He's this bloated, jealous archon down in the lower realms. He sees her glow, hates it, mimics the light with a fake shimmer, calls it, "Come closer, sister." She bites. No violence, just illusion. One step, then another. Suddenly she's tumbling, through 12 eons like a comet losing fuel. Each layer strips her. Archons claw at her robes, mock her voice, drain her essence. By the time she hits chaos, she's naked, lightless, chained to a lion-faced beast who laughs like gravel. Her power's gone, fed to monsters. She's screaming inside, but the hymns, those come next. She doesn't give up. 13 times she sings, raw, broken, beautiful. Not pretty psalms, more like gut punches set to melody. The first, O light of lights, why hast thou forsaken me? Total despair, like she's drowning. Second, they have taken my light, they mock my name. Third, I am become as one without hope. By the fourth, she's begging, lift me from this pit, I repent. Jesus later says, that's the soul's rawest moment, when illusion cracks. 5th through 7th, she starts owning it. I went alone, I trusted the false gleam. Forgiveness creeps in. 8th, she curses the thieves. Let them fall into their own snare. 9th, praise slips through, yet thou art merciful. 10th, rage again, but sharper. Chase them with thy fire. 11th, she sees the pattern. This is fate's wheel, but I break it. 12th, I remember my throne. And the 13th, pure assent. I am thine, O light. Restore me. Each one's laced with old scripture, psalms, odes. Jesus decodes them line by line, like a cosmic translator. See, that lion mouth, the ego, that chain, rebirth cycles. He lifts her mid-song, beam of glory. Michael and Gabriel haul her up. She steps on the basilisk's head, pure.
That's it. So when I hear chains, you ever see those old pictures of God and like the eye and like the beams and then the chains that go all the way down? You ever see those old pictures?
I can't think of one.
Yeah, like the the Gnostics, their old, depictions of their, symbology and like the cherubim and the angels in the sky and then God up there and then the chains that like come down to earth, apparently. It's like when I hear it, I don't know. It's just, I feel like they did something and it's like this, it just doesn't make sense for like a man in the sky. Like something is missing, and that wisdom which we call Sophia is that. It's like that's the spirit, that's the essence that we're missing, and they hide it, like they've taken it away. And that's what I want to see like come back, like that's the demiurge, that's
That's her child.
yeah.
That because when she comes through the Polroma and she like leaves her parents and her spiritual twin essentially, and she comes through the Polroma into earth, all of a sudden manifestation becomes reality. Like they were doing that before in the universe, but here her first manifestation of jumping alone was fear, and she had never had fear before. So it was her first creation was chaos and
Look
fear.
at that.
And so that becomes Yaldabaoth.
He is that light, the false light. There's the sun, there's the moon. That's the false light.
But it's
The
interesting.
black sun is the hidden one. The black sun, the void, the thing that holds everything, matter, mother, matrix, it's that. It's the black sun. And they hide that. That's what it's, I don't know. This is just me and how I feel it. I'm sick of people telling me what to feel. And this is it's just like a feeling that I have, that something about the feminine that they've just like taken and hidden throughout history, man. If you look throughout history, it's there. There's like this statue that they found that kind of resembles that fat woman that we talked about with the beehives and the what's it called? The Afro woman.
Venus, or
Yeah.
but it was Mary.
Well, apparently
Was it
there's
Mary,
another one.
Venus,
It's 6,000-year-old,
Aphrodite.
a
with the tits.
6,000-year-old figurine of this woman that's similar to her, but it's like older. And I'm like, who is this woman now? And it's very interesting that they're hiding this female identity. And it's called the primordial goddess, seated woman of Çatalhöyük. It's this Being right here. Sitting on a throne, lions or cats, some kind of like cats on there. It's just, they've hidden the feminine. I don't know. And it's not me wanting to be a feminist, but like, man, for 3,000 years, like, nothing pretty has come out of this like system that's Abrahamic. And it's just like a masculine, brutal death, bloodshed, division. Like, no, it's like, yeah, these books are like great for people who need them, but it's like it's causing a lot of chaos that's unnecessary in this world, and it's just not rubbing me the right way. And I don't know, I just need to like let it out.
I like Riggs. When Jesus comes back as a woman, they will have all of you wrapped around their finger.
I like the theory too that as bad as it is with men, that there was a history where women ruled the world, and it was even more filled with bloodshed. That it was like even more violent and horrific, and then that was part of the suppression, was almost to like make sure it didn't revert back to that again.
Yeah, like the 3 daughters of Allah. They mention it in the Quran, but no, don't talk about it and don't research it. It's haram. It's haram. Like,
What
fuck
about them? What do they do?
you. Like, okay, there's 3 women, 3 daughters of Allah. You can pull it up.
I'm going to ask my lady.
Oh, I'm not gonna ask my lady, but it's Al-At, Al-Uzza, and Al-Manat, who were prominent goddesses worshipped in pre-Islamic Arabia. Okay, intercessors between humans and God. These deities referenced in Quranic, they were referenced, were considered angels or divine beings by pagan Arabs. Okay, but then they like, no, why are you gonna fucking worship a woman? You have a dick. What's wrong with you? She got a vagina. You sick? Why are you following her?
Like Hillary Clinton. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. What a nightmare that would be.
I said, she made me eat the apple. She made me do it. Fuckers. I'm sorry. It's not men, man. It's the ones that I am living with. Okay, I just got a lot of shit.
Oh shit. Oh, man.
I need a wellness vacation, and it's coming soon. I'm taking 2 weeks to myself, wellness all around.
To just add on to what you're saying, though, it was wild. I was watching this documentary on the Culper group, which was George Washington's like first spy group that helped like the Revolutionary War. But anyways, part of the reason why we even won the Revolutionary War was because of this Culper ring, and the most instrumental part of it was this like rumored lady named Agent 355. And Agent 355 was because 355 was a secret code word for lady, and that this lady would like put out handkerchiefs and suits like on a drawing line, and it would denote who was going to be in what port and like when the British were going to be in town and all that. Like they were using all this encoded stuff, and she ends up being a honeypot, and she ends up working her way into being the girlfriend of like a top British officer or whatever. Anyways, the British intelligence officers would just like tell her everything. They would just like spill all the beans, and part of the reason was because and this is in the late 1700s, right? None of the men thought that women could understand politics, and that therefore would not have any sort of political leanings one way or the other. So they were just like neutral ground. And it was funny because then she would like take all this information and write it down and then give it over to, the rebels essentially, that helped them win the war. And it all came down to the British were just like, it's just a woman. Like, she doesn't know what we're talking about. Like,
Yo, this reminds me of the story of this Ukrainian slave girl who actually was sent to fucking Turkey. Okay. She actually, out of all the 300 women who were trying to land the Sultan, she was a slave girl, and they named her, I think, the Turkish word for smile, because she was just a smiley girl. She was intelligent, beautiful, all this, from a slave girl to a fucking queen who actually made the Sultan fucking kill her own son, his own son. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Like, what I'm understanding is like women have an understanding and a patience to like listen, understand, and know, like, think many different routes, because our mind goes many different places. Like you guys say, we're like all over the place, but that's the beauty of our brains. We can look at the multifaceted options or routes, or I don't know, whatever. And it makes for a good leader and for men to do for the women like they've done before, and get like men get an exhilaration out of like pleasing women. It's like a good thing to please women. Like a good man likes to please women, and they get a an arousal out of that. So it's like, I don't understand why a woman can't lead and like say the thing, and men just listen and say, you know what, that's good wisdom there. But no.
Total Red Sparrow, Marilyn Monroe.
Mm-hmm.
Total Red Sparrow.
Yeah. There's tons of hits throughout history, bro. Sheba until fucking Solomon.
I just think men are like a tiger or a shark. They don't have to think of every angle because they can go right at it. Like they are something with however many thousands of years or however many, whatever you believe history is, like they have that long at being kind of prowess of being the top of the pyramid. Ladies aren't the top of the pyramid. No. Like if in a weapon way, you know how they're like, if weapons were gone tomorrow, you know, would men be at the top, or if guns were gone tomorrow, would men still be at the top of the food pyramid? Yes. Like men still would be. But if men were gone tomorrow, would ladies be at the top of the food pyramid?
Yeah.
I don't think we would be. I think everything would be different. I think we are a different species than them. That's why we're so aware. Like a deer's like, chew some grass, look up. Chew some grass. A bunny, chew some grass, look around. Chew some grass, look around. A man doesn't have to think with the same head. So I think our tactics are just different on life. Like we are like not in a predator prey way, but there's instincts that come with being the predator and there's instincts that come with being the prey. Yeah. Like the predator usually is stronger, faster, like quick twitch, like boom, where it's like the prey is usually a little more aware. Like, did that tree just move?
Well, to see the difference here too, though, is that like any guy that you would be scared of in a dark alley, like I might be scared of that same guy in a dark alley too, but there's not like a social, like ethical barrier for them to attack a woman. But if they were to attack another guy, then it's just like, I can't.
I'm sorry. When I hear a man say women want to be led, why is it that women have to constantly tell you, put the fucking toilet seat down, put your fucking laundry away, stop putting the shit on the floor, wash your fucking dish? Why is it that we can think of all the things that we need to fucking do without a man telling us what to do, but a woman needs to tell you step by step how to fucking put a ladder away? Like, I can't with that. I really cannot deal with that fucking comment. It is the most triggering thing because I live with it. And I'm leading a fucking household. Not no fucking man. I, with my sister, with my fucking mother, are leading a household. And I don't need a man to lead me. I need protection. And from who? A man. Men. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear it. Who changes the fucking toilet paper roll? The woman. Who changes your sheets that you sleep at night if you're married or with somebody? Your mom, your fucking sister, your girlfriend. I don't want to hear it.
I think the other part of this too is that it would shock you at how some guys willing to live. Like they were just like, oh, the ladder's just wherever the ladder was. You know, my pants are wherever my pants last were. And there is not like necessarily a place for everything.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like we have to tell you, you know. It's like,
But
oh,
I
I don't.
guess the
Where's the
point though is
ketchup?
that you might have a rule of like the ladder has to go there, but maybe the rest of the house is like, ladder just wherever the ladder's at. That's where the ladder's at. It doesn't have to go where the ladder needs to go. Like that's a
It doesn't.
artificial
The
rule.
ladder doesn't pay rent for that one
Right, yeah,
spot.
exactly. Like it doesn't have an assigned seat.
Hey,
And
babe.
obviously you don't like clutter, but it doesn't mean that the ladder has like a ladder place.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. You go in the garage, you have a ladder stand. Flip, put it up. Everything has a place. Hey, babe, where's the ketchup? I don't see the ketchup. It's right fucking here in front of your face. That's what I'm talking about. And you want to say that women, you want to be led or need to be led? Nah. A dumb woman,
Good luck finding
a
the
controlled
ketchup,
woman.
fucker.
I feel like in a like nice situation, like Jules and I, we like to camp, we like to do things. I'm not naive, and there's some situations I won't put myself in unless I have one of my guy friends like and their wife with us. Like it's a dangerous situation if it's just the two of us in a tent somewhere. But all of a sudden, if it was like Thomas and his girl or the two of you came, it would be like, okay, I would feel more secure. And that is how I like there is certain things like in a dream world in my fairy tale, and like if like men are all dreamy and heroes, I would love them to take care of things. Like
You
I would
know,
love it. I would be such a good first wife if we had in like the Mormon world. I would
for
be
real.
would have been so good at that role. Like I think in a polygamy world, I would have been good first wife material. Like grade A. I never thought I would have been made a good wife to a man, but I do think if he had other wives to keep in line, I'm his ride or die.
Yeah, I'd rather be like wife number 8 or something.
See, I don't like you can have babies. I'm just by that point I'm just helping him manage the household, and he has his man cave, and then like Layla's wife number 2, she can come in by that point. But then wife number 3 and 4 and whatever, like Thomas is the husband and I'm just coming in occasionally, and I'm like, a couple of these girls have issues or need money or you need to spend time with your kids. I kind of tell you your schedule for the day, but nobody needs to come in this space. Like this is safe space. Like those are the baby makers out there. Those are the ones that have to still hang out and make the babies.
I don't hang out with better boys. I hang out with European men who actually consider themselves men because they don't have to think about the things the woman thinks about. No, they just sit on their motherfucking asses all day, and that's what it is to be a man from Europe.
That is different. Like you have a different cut.
Yeah, it's like it's wild. It's wild, and it's all because of religion. It's all because of this fucking indoctrination.
I don't want to just say I have awesome friends, but all my guy friends are doer. Like they say it, they plan it out, and
I
then
love
they
that.
do the thing. Like
Albanian men.
I know great dudes. Thomas
Majority?
he's like, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's 3 apps, 2 comic books, and 87 stickers. Like he's doing shit.
I have to. I can't not. It's like it's a curse.
Yeah. I feel inspired by a lot of my guy friends and the stuff they have going on, or the little things on their weekend, like their hobby, but it's still something. Like one of my guy friends made a little ramp for dogs in the backyard, like with just his, I don't know why it's so corny, but I'm like, that's awesome. I see his dogs run over it. And I'm like, they're so happy that you took that scrap wood and made stairs in a slide. This is fantastic.
I would love to move out, but you know how my heart is set because I have a great mother and I love family and I don't want to like separate. I don't want to cause destruction. I want to try to keep a family intact. They're almost gone, my parents. It's like, what's another 10 years of this bullshit, you know? I just
That's
can't.
a lot. Another 10 years.
It is, but I can't. It's like I can't throw my family away, and then it's all gonna land on my sister, and then I can't let her go through that. And I'm the big sister, so it's like a weird family dynamic, you know. But I've been through it. This too shall pass. We'll see what happens.
My Southern is not used to that. Like
I
my
know.
Southern, it's like, gosh, we had to work from so long. Like it wasn't a guy or girl thing. There was guy or girl jobs in a household, but it wasn't some people got away with not doing.
It is an excuse, but it is my excuse, Riggs. Like, it's a valid excuse. I just don't throw family away because I'm uncomfortable. Who said life is comfortable? Who said life is easy? Who said family is easy? This is everybody's first time on this planet. And I'm not going to punish them because they don't know any better. And I will try to understand, but I can vent about it. Like,
And
I
it doesn't
could,
have to be a
yeah,
throwaway.
yeah,
Honestly,
Yeah,
you
just
could put your
you
foot
just, like,
down and you
miles
could,
away.
yeah, you could
yeah.
move a block away. You don't have to throw your
That's
family
true.
away to be like, I'm done with this shit. Like,
That's
this is
very
not
true.
healthy for me anymore. I'm fucking dying over
It's true.
here.
It's
Like,
true.
you could be like, all right, I'm building a tiny home in the backyard. And
Also, you could do chemical castration.
Well, I mean, I've forgiven so much, man. Like, I
don't yell
think
at Riggs. Look at,
it's like I'm trying to balance it out because I know what they
Jeez.
sacrifice for me, and it's just hard to like, boom, turn your back. It's like a slap in the face, especially for my mother, man. Like, what she lost a son, she's been through hell herself, and to keep her here. And it's just like if I take her, that just ruins everything and makes everyone hate each other. And I don't want that. I know
you're
how
like, I'm
everyone
moving out
is.
and I'm taking mom.
You know, it's like
But you know
old
what? This
sister
is what else
syndrome.
we don't understand in Americana, like in the difference how you're like European men are different. And I'm like, fair enough. Because like I have my hard enough times with different races. You guys know that here if you've listened to me. I have my hard enough time. Like I'm very biased and I like love an American man. But we also don't have like you guys, live at your house until you get married out and tell you. You know, so it's not like there was a whole bunch before you that it's like, no, my 4 older sisters, they moved out. One of them has their masters and one of them like, no, you
No,
were the
I was
first
catered.
sister.
Yeah, I was programmed to be a housewife. Like, fuck school, you're gonna marry a rich man because you're a virgin and blah, 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 blah. It's like they feed you all this shit. And it's like a lot of emotional abuse, physical abuse, just a lot of it in the surroundings. And it's just toxic everywhere. And it would be nice to be in a relationship, but like I need someone to just like finally let me just like be a fucking girl, not the man of the house. Like since all I can remember, man. And I'm tired of it. And it's because of this. And it's not men, it's just Albanian men. I'm taking it out on all men. It's and Islamic men, majority.
I don't even know a single Albanian or Islamic man.
Huh? You don't know what?
I don't think I know a single Albanian or Islamic male.
Really? Go to New York City. Go
thank
to
you.
Albania, go to Kosovo.
Don't you think they would just assume Thomas was a Muslim man?
Yeah.
Oh, I get that 100%.
Yeah,
I get
probably.
that constantly.
There's people that think, Thomas, that you're their Muslim friend.
You know, the reactions I
that.
get when I used to say that I'm Muslim because I don't claim a faith anymore. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. They're like, you don't look it. I was like, because I don't practice it, but yeah, you know. And that's that. I love men, guys. Seriously, I really do, and I would do anything for a really good one.
I know I did not have on my bingo card that I was going to be like, all right, now keep it down. I got to stick up for my American man here.
Yeah, I would. I'd be that bitch. I'll pull a gun out for my man if he was the man. But, you know.
I
It
know.
is what
We're
it
in a
is.
weird time.
Mhm.
We're
It's
just in a
weird
weird time too, because there also is a lot of stuff that you're not even allowed to bring up because all of a sudden they're like, oh, Layla's got her pink pussy hat on. She's about to march for Hillary Clinton.
No.
It's gonna be a rough time too, because this is like the new Tradcath awakening. Speaking of Candace Owens and
Charlotte, yeah.
Church and everybody, right? This is like
Yeah.
all Tradcath stuff.
That's very true. Yeah. And there's a lot going on with it. Like,
What
it's,
is it? I want to know, like, what made being Catholic trendy all of a sudden out of nowhere? For the longest time, it was like, oh, like you want to diddle kids if you want to be a Catholic, or you're boring, or you're watching this old pope that's like a frail old man that keeps bending over for like the World Congress. Right? Like that was a big thing. Like the Pope is like this globalist asshole, and now all of a sudden it's like in vogue to be Catholic again. I don't really get it.
I agree. I think so much of the propaganda is actually given to us straight from the Vatican. I think there's a whole huge like Swiss Vatican Red Cross symbolism thing that nobody's talking about, because this new red pill movement that has gone from being a person that was aware of the Matrix to being political to now being looks maxer Andrew Tate. You're either a secret Muslim or a secret Catholic. Everybody in that red pill movement is either a secret Muslim or a secret Catholic. But if you look at the rhetoric of both sides, it's it's like Catholics that are too fucking pussy, and they want to be a Muslim man. They want to say the shit that Muslim men say. They want their woman to get the fuck in the kitchen. They want her to be barefoot and not have a fucking say so. They want to take away her driver's license and her right to vote. And it's like under the guise of Christianity. But so it's like this like Orthodox Catholicism that is, I would say, also has shit tons of money to push the propaganda. And if everybody's only paying attention to these other sections of things, in my opinion, the Catholic Church has weaseled their way out. 2 popes later, you forget about that business being BlackRock. Like literally 2 popes later, they're like, well, fucking dump Benedict. We'll get this new person. Like they got Pope John Paul, who stays there forever. All the heresy comes out, he dies. It doesn't bury all of the shit going on with their human trafficking, their nuns, their baby bodies in every country around the world. Like it's not just little things, it's big things. They were having baby farms and having orphanages, and any girl that was pregnant at a certain age, come have your baby here. And then they just gave it off to the perfect rich white Catholic family. Like I think they were doing a lot of real sketch stuff. But that is the whole new red pill.
Yeah. And women in the Muslim side are actually like waking up. They're taking their hijabs off. And it's come to the point where women are realizing, why are we like putting this uniform on claiming a purity which is so desirable for them? And we're not seeing it. We're trying to say that we're protecting ourselves, yet not too long ago, this girl who just like, I don't know her whole story, but this is a public story. I was shocked to hear about it. That's why she took her hijab off. She truly believed in her heart that that cloth was going to protect her. But that cloth made her seem more appealing because of her purity. These pedophiles that are everywhere in this fucking realm, they see that as an invitation, is like, oh, she's pure. I like her. She's a virgin. I like her. She's a virgin. I want to fuck. Like they want that. Not every guy. I'm talking about the Muslim side. Like it's like you're pandering to what the man wants. Meanwhile, you're saying it's such a feminist, religion, but it's not. And women are finally waking up to it. Like they're seeing, it's like, oh my God, I don't need to fucking wear it because it's not actually in the Quran. And they want me to be a certain way. They want to control me. And there is no freedom of me being a free person or free mind or free voice. It's all run and owned by man. And in an ugly way, So I'm glad sisters wake up. It's all fucking conditioning and control. Wake up.
The Catholic Church seems like a gay man mafia. If I were to say like the Vatican is a thing, it just seems like gay man mafia.
Every priest I can ever think of was one of the most effeminate men that I had ever known. Every single priest throughout my entire Catholic upbringing, even I was a chaplain in the military too. The exact same thing. Like the chaplains always had like the softer voice and the softer touch and the softer hands, always.
You know what's interesting? Why'd they call Mother Teresa a mother and she never had a child? And I asked that question. to Grok. And I was like, so isn't she part of like some kind of sex trafficking, blah, 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 conspiracy with Epstein and all of that? Do you know Grok was like, absolutely not. There's no evidence against her. Not one thing that came out or a report or a da-da-da or da-da-da. I'm just like, all right, relax. Like, what the fuck? I just fucking asked you a question. And she just went on this spiel and talking about allegations came out towards her organization after she passed away. But then I'm like, but why would they call her mother though? And only her, right? She's not a mother. She's a virgin. So, like,
Because
never
she
had a
was
child.
supposed to be like a protector of children and suffering people, but that's actually gets even creepier. Is that there was not that this was a great show, but Penn and Teller had the show called Bullshit, but they had a great episode on Mother Teresa, and it was basically how Mother Teresa believed that one way to reach salvation was through suffering, so that she was actually not necessarily there to ease your suffering. She was there to witness it. She wanted to like see you suffer because it reminded her of like pure devout like being close to God through suffering. So she was almost like a sadist. Like she would go around and just watch people suffer and be like, yes, this is so godly, and then move to like the next spot. And then so like I don't know, and it's a funny different perspective because it was like, well, what did she
Yeah,
actually do to help the people in suffering? She just kind of sat there and looked at them.
Like a
interesting.
little sickie.
It's just wild how she fucking like snapped on me though. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, relax, yo. Just asked you a question. Really not that serious.
You're like, dang, is that your mom?
Yeah, like what the fuck? They really programmed you to like defend her.
I need
There
to
was
look
this
at
recent
Mother Teresa's ugly mug. I need to pull it up. Like, I was just compelled all of a sudden to. Oh, it's even worse than I remember every time. Every
there's
single time.
We're just dumping on Mother Teresa tonight. That was on the bingo card.
Yeah, I feel okay about it.
yeah.
She feels like
Get over it.
she
She'll
feels
forgive
like
us.
top tier human trafficker. And
It goes Mother Teresa, Oprah, Hillary Clinton.
yeah, it's all these ladies, Layla. We need to get rid of these evil fucking this evil feminine on the fucking planet.
That's a dude. I'm sorry, that's a dude.
She was born in Skopje, Macedonia, where I was born.
Yeah,
Albanians try to
let me
claim
go
her,
around
but I
and
don't
watch
know.
suffering. That's crazy as hell.
Oh my God, you know what just came into my mind? In Nigeria, I think this happened today. There was like a festival or a parade.
I'm starting this real quick. That's Marina Abramovich's mom.
Mmm.
I'm starting this conspiracy real quick.
Yo.
That's Marina Abramovich's mom.
I
Pass it
mean,
on.
the Slavic region, I don't know.
Marina Abramovich and
The
Dr.
Balkan
Fauci are
region.
sisters. Okay.
Well, apparently today or last night, in Nigeria, there was a parade. I'm going on a man thing tonight. But
Do you want to
apparently,
separate it with something else in between?
well, it just came into my mind and I don't want to lose it. Yo, they went on a fucking rape spree. Like on a rape spree. I don't know how many women they raped in that parade. Bop, 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 bop in Nigeria. And I'm just like,
But
holy
it was a rape parade?
I don't know what it's called. Hold on.
Well, don't go to a rape parade in Nigeria. I feel like you would
Yeah,
know
hey
what's going to
everyone.
happen.
If you get free tickets to the rape parade, it's
Right
a
in the
trap.
name.
It's not a rape parade. It was a festival, and then all of a sudden, it's called Ozoro. It's in Ozoro, Nigeria.
Sorry, if you're watching this for the first time at like 8 a.m. somewhere 3 days from now, we are recording at 1:22 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So give us grace for our rape parade if it
Yeah.
decides to clip it and post it. Go on, sorry.
No, it's fine. That was
YouTube
just
doesn't
it.
like rape like Fauci. It does
Yeah.
not like you to say RAPE because I've noticed
Grape.
some shows that I watch, they'll blank out that
Juice.
word.
Grape juice.
Yeah, don't go to a Nigerian rape parade.
Don't go. But
Hey,
yeah,
ladies, tip for 2026: stay away from the Nigerian rape parade.
Even if
You'll
they throw
appreciate me
in
later.
the free drink package, you still don't want to go to it.
I'm not a man hater when I say this. Stay away from the Nigerian rape parade.
stay away. No, but seriously, man, like, come on.
I'm not racist. Stay away from the
Man.
Nigerian rape parade.
It's honestly, it's the only kind of parade they have down there.
It's all they can afford.
Oh, I need to post this video of this guy visiting this island. And it's so fascinating what he found there. He found this like very interesting water system in the ground. And it's like a ancient fuck. I gotta post it and we'll talk about it next week. But it's so fascinating. The carvings on top of these slabs of like solid rock created this like pipeline system with tanks inside. Dude, it was the wildest shit I've seen. Like the symbology of the pipeways on the rock and the streams of water and how they were designed was so fascinating. I think we as humans are like not accelerating, but I think we're de-accelerating. I don't know what's going on, but their technology seems so much more fascinating than the shit that we have today for some reason. It's
Old
like
world tech.
yeah. It's just like, nature tech. I don't know how else to put it in words. It's like using rock, using wood, using metal, like in a cohesive way that doesn't look so. I don't know how you call what you call this design.
Well, there was that whole idea too that water is only supposed to flow. It's not supposed to go into a 90-degree angle at all. So there's something that breaks in our water every time it hits a hard bend like that. And so we don't get the full experience of our water. I don't know all the spirit science to this philosophy of water. I know water memory with Thomas is true.
I love water memory and that whole idea and concept and theory of it. Because didn't we talk about it or mentioned it to you in my theory
Thomas
of water?
doesn't believe it, but I do think it's a great secret. I almost feel like we should sell a kit to do the love, hate, nothing cups with seeds in it.
Oh, that would honestly, I love that idea because ultimately you're just selling somebody water for $10, $20 and being like, if you love this water and freeze it, it'll turn into a heart.
Well, no, what we're going to do is we're going to sell the cups with like plants so they can have 3 plants and they're going to have love written on one and whatever. Like we're going to do one of these studies, but they'll just be able to buy these kits. Everything that you think is a corny science woo-woo thing, we'll make it for Secret Society of Good Guys and sell the kit. So then our audience can do the study. So it's not just us doing the study. And then we can all come back here and have some real research on if you love your water, does it actually grow your plant better or put better rice, more yeast in it, or make rotten, I couldn't say rotten rice.
I want to share my theory with everyone.
It
And
made
you,
me feel
Thomas,
like I
because
was
maybe
like
you'll change your
Asian.
mind.
Rotten rice.
Okay. Because I said it to Chaney one night and I was talking, like thinking about the divine feminine and all this. And I'm like, okay, who created the goddesses Rhea? Okay. And who created Uranus? And then it went into Gaia. And then who created
Uranus.
Gaia?
Uranus.
Gaia came from chaos. And what is chaos? And when I went to the etymology of it, and it said the abyss. And then it brought me back to scripture and the idea of the, before in the beginning, there was nothing but the void, and the spirit was floating on top of the waters, and there was nothing here. So it's like when I think of it, like in a sense of like, what are we in and what do we live in? And it's like a sound that started everything, like a sound. And like the first like kind of sounds like that babies make is like muh or buh, like that bubble. So I remember as a kid when I would try to make bubbles with my saliva, I would usually say muh and form the bubble with my mouth, or like the egg, or that space that split the waters between the waters. So for me, I'm thinking that the intelligence of it all, and before anything, before even the light, before even the spirit, it was the waters. But they never talk about what was in the waters. It's either the water was intelligent, or something that was inside of the waters that was intelligent, that helped create what we are today. So it's either the Delphi orcas, and it goes back to that guy from that African tribe. What was his fucking name? Mutwa. Talks about the dolphins and the knowledge that they have given him through the artifacts that he has and that was passed down. So there's something that we're missing about creation, and it's tied to the waters. And I don't think it's light or the spirit floating on top of the waters. It is something with the water. Water was here in the beginning, the very beginning, before anything was ever created, before land was even here on earth. Water, according to scripture. What do you guys
Well,
think of that?
I do think there's some versions of the Bible where it says, I know I'm trying to pull it up, like New Living Translation, New International Translation, English Standard Version. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. So it's like that was happening. The waters were here. It was formed. It was void. The void was the waters.
Unless we're talking about Roger Waters.
I know, and he's like Richard Nixon on his just a huge...
The abyss. The abyss was always here. The dark, the deep, the void. The nothing. They say it's the nothing, but they don't talk about this. Like, there you go, the womb. And it's like, imagine being on water, and then a sound happens, like ma. You make that, or bah. It makes that bubble, that ball, that sphere, that separation from the waters, that sound. If it makes sense. It makes sense in here to me. I don't know why.
No, without form, void, darkness and water. But
it's just water.
What day? The subsequent creation narrative focuses on God fixing the state, days 1 to 3, form, light, sky, land.
This is space.
4 to 6, filling with the moon and the fish.
And then going up is in. Going out is out into the, like, not space. When I hear space, I think inside, like going inside, like I don't know how to explain it. The
inner space,
concave idea. And we're on the crust, and when you look up, you're actually looking more towards in the center of the sphere.
Donut shaped.
Yeah, I want to say, I don't know, donut, but something like that.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
I feel like I can pull up donut shape Earth.
Well, he made an interesting post about him having asthma and seeing these hummingbirds. And when he said that, my mind automatically went to Sabrina, the show, and these birds that help you, I guess, astral travel. And they also help take spirits or warn spirits that they're about to die, which is fucking fascinating. And it's weird that he saw this in his, like, premonition. I don't know if you guys seen the clip. Shout out Donut.
This is his new space Barata.
Really?
Yeah,
it's not like a real thing?
Inspired like a new, he's working on like a book, like a whole thing that he had like these visions when he almost died. He almost died.
Yeah. Like he really just recently he almost died, or?
Well, had an asthma attack. I mean, he saw some things, I think.
Near death.
I mean, I don't deny that he didn't, because I've seen some shit, and People might not believe me, but I know what I saw.
I had my near death experience, but also separate. My grandmothers, when they pass away, and just I have shadows of hummingbirds on my arm. Like I don't have any hummingbirds. I just have like there's a hummingbird around me I can't see right now. So I have the shadow of the hummingbird, and it's just so weird. It's not like hummingbirds ever reminded me of my grandmothers. It was just like the thing for them. So it's just
I didn't know
weird.
they were angry little fuckers. Ben,
Oh, they're little warbirds.
really?
They're little. One time I was on mushrooms sitting on my roof, and I was hanging out with a couple of friends, and I had like this dope setup on my roof so we could like go up there and like all chill out. And all of a sudden, if I didn't have people sitting by me, I would have thought I was crazy. This hummingbird came and just like with its little thing just so close to the pupil of my eyeball and just hovered in front of me and then like zzz, 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 and then just
That's
flew
so
away.
awesome.
It was so crazy and so close. I just thought, like, I never been intimidated by something so little before, but I just thought it could just go
Yeah,
like
you're gonna
olive my
blind me?
eyeball. Yeah.
No.
But it was like this little mean little hummingbird, this little territorial bird. It's like he knew we were on his level. Oh, look at somebody, look, little
He's implying the
territorial
bird
bird.
was Masonic.
Little Masonic territorial bird.
Huh.
I like them. They're so cute.
Y'all, why am I seeing people posting like zombie apocalypse pamphlets at different types of offices? Are you prepared? And then I saw another one of a sighting. Someone said that they saw walking zombies in Philadelphia, like actual. These pictures look pretty convincing, but then again, you don't know what is real or what is not on fucking the internet anymore. Have you seen anything floating around lately on like
I'm
zombie
going to just tell
preparedness?
you, if I don't like crusty on face, I don't like slobber, I don't like drool, I don't like dirty fingernails. And so just there's enough Fent people that if they just decided to run at me, same. Like same. It would feel like zombie apocalyptic scenario. But I have heard that like the Pentagon or war cases, different factions of the government, zombie apocalypse is like their top bar of prepared.
That
Like if they're zombie apocalypse prepared, which is interesting because we always think blue beam is the high water mark. Like we're all blue beam, but zombie apocalypse actually is the one that is top tier scarier.
yeah, for me too, especially with the inoculations. Oh my god.
I've got a deep cut conspiracy theory for you when it comes to zombies, and I think that the popularization of zombies and like this resurgence and the fact that it keeps getting promoted.
Peptides.
What zombies does though is that aside from Nazis, it's the only acceptable way to dehumanize and murder people in video games and movies, right? Like it's not bad if they're killing zombies because the zombie's not a person. The same way that like, oh, they're just shooting Nazis in this game. It's not bad. But once you're like shooting someone that's not a zombie and they're not a Nazi, then it becomes like this moral, ethical gray area, right? So zombies across the board, like you can show your kid zombies getting blasted in the head and like, you know, like their arms getting cut off and stuff. And it's not really gore. It's not really violence or anything bad because it's just a zombie. And I think the more you do this, and the fentanyl comparison is a perfect one, right? Once it becomes so dire that people are actually fighting with each other in the streets just because we're fighting over resources and we're just angry and taking out frustration, you're going to see people that are homeless that haven't had a way to maintain themselves. And then you're going to be seeing like fentanyl. And then it's like baked into our head now after a century of zombie media to just be like, I could just kill them. Like they're not a person. That's a zombie right there. And I feel like that's kind of the premise of a number of different video games. So it's kind of like Starship Troopers. They did it with bugs, but I'm saying like they're going to do it with zombies instead of bugs.
Because if it's alien, all of a sudden, any human running around, you're like, get in here, get in here. Like all of a sudden you become very communal and very like it's like America after 9/11. Everybody's in love with everybody else unless you're a Muslim on an airplane. Sorry, I'm being real. But with zombies, it's the exact opposite. It's like people are at the gate begging to come in. How do we know you're not going to turn? That we only have this much food left? Like, we're not worried about that stuff the same way with aliens.
No.
Like, there's no prep. Nobody is like, I'm building a bunker for aliens.
Are you guys buying that story of the aliens coming next month?
I don't know. I feel like
Whatever.
we've even heard this a few times. Like, even since we've been doing this show, I feel like the aliens are always
ex-CIA?
coming.
Wouldn't it be
Well,
funny
the guy
though?
who said he saw the lady in blue and like gave him the premonition of like, if you see these rockets from Israel and Iran, many people have said this throughout history, but and the specific star that'll line up with the Sphinx, and then he shows the image of when the specific star lines up with the Sphinx, it shoots out these rays, and this is when these beings will come out of the waters. So watch the waters, apparently, and it will stop. These beings will stop the war because it doesn't want it to happen. The dolphins, Gerald.
What do you think about I just had the spring equinox. Oh, here it is. I was like, I just had it pulled up somewhere just for this.
Wow, how interesting. It
like,
happened last
already
night during Eid.
Think.
This is a shout out to one of my friends, Magic Mike, who has like a really good series on like Instagram and stuff. He does like masonry and like magic and all this. And I think I heard the Dawson guy that just died recently. He had like a rant about this too. They're talking about that there's this global psyop that's been going on for thousands of years at this point, like the fake the fake calendar where you determine what all of your goals are going to be for the year during the dead part of the year, instead of doing it when the year is actually starting to, like right now in the like closer to the spring equinox. Like that's supposed to be, and that's also why it's April Fool's, right? Was that like the old world used to celebrate the new year on April 1st, and then if you continue to do that after they were like, no, we changed the calendars, don't be an idiot. That's where April Fool's originally came from, is that you were an idiot for still following the old way instead of the new way that was mandated by the state. But it doesn't make any sense to celebrate the year being new while everything is still dead and cold and
Thank you.
away, right?
The zodiac starts with Aries. And so it's supposed to be that way. It doesn't start with Capricorn.
No, it
And
doesn't.
so even the ball falling on the new year, it's not really the new year at all in the dead of winter time. And it's like spring cleaning. Even your old witchy grandma with her spring cleaning, she knew what she was up to. And it's during this time of the year. Spring break was for spring cleaning. You got out all the old, all the
Yeah,
dust,
yeah.
all of the pollen, all of the shit and mites and whatever had been in your house, and you freshened up everything, opened the windows, and it's like the same way there was like farmers' almanacs. I almost feel like there used to be these like witchy inside almanacs that ladies had, and this was their thing that they did, and it behooved the whole family that these kind of cycles happened. But,
Happy New Year.
yeah, Happy New Year, but it's not yet. But getting close. We're getting there.
Yeah, true.
I think this is the same interesting correlation here with the month of, we went over this earlier in this month, but the month of March, named after Mars, and coincidentally March, like an army would march and go to war, and the reason why it was given to Mars and named March is because it literally was the first point of the year when you could send your army off to war. So like it turned into this whole, and it's weird that now we're still declaring war. And if you go back and look at declarations of war, especially in America, a lot of them tend to line up with March. Is that just a coincidence?
And then
Purim.
Mars is the planet of
tell you
war,
why.
and then Aries is the planet of war, or like a war sign. So
Purim.
it's like you.
The Jewish holiday Purim, the holiday of sacrifice, the holiday where they had said that everybody needs to get fucking injected. That's what it is, Purim. That's what they do. They sacrifice and they do their dirty shit during that time. And they celebrate it. Thank you very much. Got juice?
That took a left turn quick.
Well, isn't it also if
It's true.
you just wanted to
Wanna
say
hear
with
it?
the Catholic, it's a big, I mean, St. Patrick's Day and like getting the snakes out of Ireland. Like we just had a whole big green celebration even at the White House and things like that, which don't really make any sense. Like here's a whole bunch of alcohol. It makes you almost think like St. Patrick's Day was a whole different kind of holiday, and that's why they have to get everyone really fucking drunk that day.
Do you want to hear it?
What?
Go for it.
I got you.
I wish your girl talked different.
Celebrate
Oh, okay,
the
this is
mass
your girl.
extermination of 75,000 Persians. But the reason why that Purim is arguably more important is because Haman, who's the central villain of this story, and the Amalekites that descend from him, i.e. Amalek, they have superimposed that on the whole of Gentiles.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Shit.
Every year. Amalek. They have superimposed that on the whole of Gentiledom. Anybody now who opposes them, they have selected this particular holiday. Iraq, March 20th, 2003, invaded on Purim. COVID began on Purim. Let's go to Passover. What is Passover? It celebrates the slaughter of Egyptians, but not just Egyptians, Egyptian babies. And this is celebrated by communities all over the planet.
So that's the premise of these holidays. Purim was because of that. Usually in March, when you have like some kind of like weird invasion or things happening, it's for a sacrifice for their ritual.
I did want to say real quick that Ben made a good point is that the aliens aren't going to come in April because it's too much pollen, but
Yes.
they do love July. And if our movies have shown us anything about aliens, they are coming on Independence Day. They're like, if our Hollywood 9/11s us and sets us up and tells us all that, they're not going to come when it's snowing.
Mm-hmm.
There's never alien movie. Like everyone's always in the streets. People are always running for their lives. They're never like cold in a whole bunch of only Gremlins. Gremlins is like a cold where they're running for but that's not really aliens. Maybe it is. I don't know what Gremlins are. I don't know where Gremlins came from. There could be a whole planet of Gremlins. I don't know what
come from
NASA's up
water.
to.
What are goblins really? Or
Gizmo's
what are
a
leprechauns
mom.
really?
Another thing I wanted to ask Thomas about, because I didn't know if you knew anything about the Bullingdon Club.
The Who Club?
It is the Bullingdon Club. And it is this club. I heard somebody talk about it because they were talking about it with like Tatari and stuff. And it's this like, it's like kind of the Skull and Bones, a little bit of Oxford. And it's an all-male dining club at Oxford University. It's well-known, wealthy members, grand banquets, and bad behavior include vandalism of restaurants and student rooms, blah, 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 blah. It is, they go into these restaurants, these old world buildings, and they have a meal, and then they destroy the meal. They like pay the shopkeeper or destroy the place. They pay the person enough so that they're allowed to do this kind of right in front of their face. Almost like Mother Teresa would have loved to watch it. This is one of the places they destroyed. Like they knocked out all the windows of it and stuff. And
It's
if
like
you know,
Tony Soprano and what was the guy's name? Artie? Like his best friend that ran the restaurant. So like Tony could just do anything.
This is
that
the
he
Mossad
wanted.
of the past.
well, it's so crazy because it's like these are the guys, they all believed in this, like that England would be the new Israel. These are like all kind of these guys. And they their members are like Rothschilds, rich people, like elite from all over the world. It's so similar to Skull and Bones, but Candace's husband was one of these guys. And I just
What?
think that's interesting too.
Huh.
The Bullingdon Club. I was hoping Thomas would drop me all these things. But when you look at a lot of the symbolism around, like, in their Mithras, like, it all links back to Mithras worship and bull worship and killing of the bulls and running with the bulls and doing all these kind of symbolic things, but it has a lot of bull symbology in it too. But anyways, whole new secret society for you guys to go
it's
into.
on my list now. there's so many secret societies, and honestly, we're not going to know about a majority of them because they're secret.
I know. Isn't it so interesting? I do think it's kind of fun though, because of symbolism and just once you kind of know a certain point, because of their old pictures and their old stuff and how brazen they were, you can always find where you're like, oh, like they're like standing by a dead bull covered in blood. Like, this is just an innocent Saturday. And you're like, oh, we're just at a surreal party. Like, okay,
We're
interesting.
just holding up the skull of Geronimo.
Yeah. Every time I still look at pictures of Geronimo, I still think, because everybody's into their inverted shit all the time. I'm like, Geronimo's a chick. I'll show you my case for it right now.
Well, just because they all had high cheekbones.
Geronimo.
I have high cheekbones.
But I'm going to show you this and you guys can tell me what you think. And we'll just go through a couple of pictures.
But if Geronimo is a girl or a boy.
Yeah, if you guys think.
Wasn't Geronimo like one of the first, what do they call them, two spirits?
I think so. And another crazy part of Geronimo to me is how many pictures there are of Geronimo, period, as a child. And it reminds me of the exact same way they're like, Ray Charles grew up in a 1-bedroom shack that cost his family $2 a year to live in. And then there's video footage of him and you're like, oh, like he had a VHS recorder. And that's a running theme for anyone they tell you in Hollywood that they grew up poor as dirt. Here is the biggest photo album you've ever seen of every picture of their childhood. And you're like, dang, I don't have this many pictures of my childhood. But it just is almost like they were prepared to be famous.
Here's a 4K video that they recorded at a family Christmas in 1970. You're like, how the hell did they get 4K in 1970?
That's how I feel anyone that but there's so many pictures of Geronimo as a kid that look at all these pictures, y'all. Like, I just think that alone goes against because when I first got into the world of conspiracy, people were like, he's never lost a war.
What if he's part of the tribe that I mentioned a while back about how they are born female and once they hit puberty, that's when their male part shows or appears. I think it was like the tribe in Brazil or something like that, where they literally transform into fucking males.
Look at
there's
that's Eva.
a really good comic series that has a main character that it literally is like a shaman's son/daughter that goes through that experience. But when he goes into the mountains in like Brazil or wherever, it's called The Invisibles, by the way. I think it's Grant Morrison. But like this, like the gods tell him that no, you're actually meant to be a girl, and then he like castrates himself.
Oh, that's what sometimes I think circumcision is. I feel like there's like it's a Jewish ritual to try to give a man a clit. And it's some kind of Baphomet thing that they're doing to men by cutting the tip off their dick. Like, I just think it's a darker ritual than even a moil. I think they're doing something next level dark to do that to a man.
Well, the way that I've heard it explained that made the most sense is that it makes it so that at your very birth, you'll feel vulnerable forever because like these outside forces are doing things to you that you have literally have no control over, but also you're literally missing a piece of yourself for the rest of your life that you're always going to be searching for in some like deep seated way. And it's a weird mind fuck to do that to like a baby, right? So now they're
Yeah.
not
And
to
not,
mention people to like voluntarily do it like later in life when they're like 20. Like
and not even that though. The wild thing about it, it just blows my mind, and I feel for men in this aspect. It's just like your
We have to
baby
remember this. When
cannot.
Layla's pissed at men, we got to remember the circumcision come down.
Yeah, I do. I feel for men, and this is why I feel like a lot of their rage comes from, and they don't realize it. Like babies, their livers do not respond to opiates or painkillers or anything like that. They're strapping these little baby boys on tables. They cut their skin off, and they scream in so much pain till they pass out and turn blue. And then their baby is handed to the mother completely stunned, like shock. It's the most traumatizing thing to see and witness.
I feel like up until that point, a lot of the times, the mother has never ever heard her child scream like that. Like she has been like, almost like if you see something drowning, you take care of it. Or if you see something on fire, you take care of it. It's like mom's instinct for their baby with that. And in that moment, she's like, no, stand back. We take care of this. It's like such a,
Ooh,
yeah, it seems like a
whoa,
weird,
it's like a kidnapping. It's really like a kid. What are you doing with my fucking baby? You're taking what off? You're
well, I
putting
feel
it
like a
through-
lot of the times the reason it happens too is because the father is like, my son's going to look like me.
Yeah, it's a past,
More than
like,
religion. It's like passed down like,
He did it. I have to. I did it. He has to do it too. Like the women in what's it called, Somalia? The women force other women to go through that pain. It's like I went through it. She has to go through it too. And there's no like empathy or remorse.
circumcision is so crazy how much we scream about vaccines. It makes me really sad that I'm not like screaming about circumcision with as much.
I do, but I
like-
get told shut the fuck up and stay out of men's business. It's for you
I'm gonna
guys.
be like a crazy old lady lesbian on all these talk shows with all these circumcision facts on like Pierce Morgan. Like, I don't know, Pierce. I think circumcision's wrong.
Y'all need your hood, man. Y'all need it. It's like there to protect your sensitive head. It's like
I figured there's a high
y'all
chance
penises are pretty. Like, you know,
there's a high
protect it.
chance that it was started just because there was like some weird doctor that was trying to come up with an excuse on the spot. They're like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing to my newborn son over there?" And he's like, "Oh, there's this passage in the Bible
We
that
have to
says
suck its dick.
say that like," and all of a sudden it just kind of caught on like wildfire, and all these guys were like, "Oh, so if you just say that you're doing this thing on page 84, you're allowed to like touch babies," and it just kind of like picked up and never lost steam.
Well, I mean, this is the same human race that in our lifetime they're like, hey, I heard if you eat some rhino horn, you'll have a hard dick. And then somebody else is like, I heard if you drink shark fin, you'll have a hard dick. And somebody else is like, I don't know. I
Camel
heard if
urine.
you cut off, yeah, like you'll have a hard dick if you eat like tiger claws. And so I even feel like it's like, hey, if we eat young penis, then our old penis might be a hard dick. Like somewhere there is a lot of killing going on for a hard dick. Like that is a real life thing.
You know what I learned? Okay,
Wow.
so apparently the man's penis is actually, there's like 4 inches of it that's inside of it that's not actually protruding. That's one thing. And I heard,
Count those extra 4? Do those count? Or no, that's not-
this
it
is what I just found out. And
Only
I
in New
found
York.
doesn't-
out
you
on
always
top
add
of that,
4 to whatever it is, then you say plus 4.
when men get into
Plus the
fights,
obvious 4.
their penises retract.
That's how much
ins-
I tell people when I'm like, I'm only 4 inches over here.
So their penises retract when they're about to fight, apparently, as a protection. I guess it's an
Like a
instinct.
little turtle, ninja
And it
turtle.
just goes bloop, like inside, and it tucks away. It looks like a little It looks like a shriveled, like dried up vagina. Literally looks like that. It's so wild. Oh, I
Or
went down the
cold.
rabbit hole.
The penis is kind of smart how it protects itself.
Yeah, I did not know that. I found out yesterday.
If it did have an actual eyeball, it wouldn't get kicked as much. It'd be like, whoa. But it only knows by feel, so it's like it's cold or I'm about to get in a fight. You don't need me here. You got this one, Jack. Unless you're one of the crazy few people who gets turned on by that kind of thing, like Mother Teresa. She's just like full bore at all these. Like Mother Teresa had to do that thing where she taped her dick to her stomach so that nobody could tell when she was wearing her hijab.
No, she did the, what is it called on Ace Ventura? Pet
Bro,
Detective.
even Catholic
tuck.
ladies wear hijabs.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is crazy. Like if you become married to the church, oh cool, you're Muslim now. Here's this outfit.
A uniform.
Yeah.
To
Here's
prove
this.
your
And
purity.
you can't drive.
You're a good person.
You can't drive. You can't go to school anymore.
You
Here's
should
your
look more
monastery.
appealing.
Here's your nunnery. Oh, did anything
And then
else
there's
go
too
on?
much. Then there's too much. You know, like you go to the rodeo where ass everywhere, tits everywhere. And that's not cute either. Like too much of something is not cute, you know? Like walking around like strippers and there's kids around, you know, like I don't like that. When there's kids around, you shouldn't be dressing with your ass out. You know, if you're at a beach, that's a different story. But you're at an event with kids and family and shit.
I think
and
the public decorum thing should just kind of be with kids in mind.
Mhm.
Like there's places like when we're in the bar or doing something that's adulty, your kid shouldn't really be here.
Thank you.
And then, but there's places like in the park, walking down the city street, doing these things. And I also think there's an hour of the day your kids don't need to be out and about. It might get a little crazy out here. But I think there is some kind of decorum that is lacking in society in general. It could be like a conservative person that considers themselves a churchgoer and all their tits are out or all their asses out, and it's like guys wear tight pants. Guys are like, look at this moose knuckle. What about this over here? What about this? I'm not in a fist fight.
It's the young generation. It's not the older generation. It's a lot of the young generation that's like not really putting two and two together right now. Spring break, same thing. Going to restaurants, ass out, booty out, tits out, this, that. Like kids are around. You're at the beach, that's fine. But
Why
you're
does the beach get a pass?
because everyone's there to tan, and you know it's not like you're
Yeah,
promoting
but
like
if there's someone showing skin and there's kids around, why does it matter? Like at what this is an interesting one for me. Like where's the line, right? So if you're on the beach and it's fine right now, and you start walking inland, how far inland exactly do you walk until it's like up now you're in the wrong?
If I'm going into an establishment and I know I need to have clothes on and like present myself as like a decent human being, you know, like dress appropriately for dinner or whatever, you know, like that idea. But when you're in the beach, your kid is seeing that everyone is there doing the same thing. So there's no harm, no foul. But you go into an establishment and everyone's dressed to the nines. And then you see like a lady with her nipples out and a thong on with like fishnets and like a bunch of shit happening. And everyone's like, whoa, what the fuck is she doing? It's not that we've never seen it before. It's like, where's your fucking head?
I don't really understand the like where the line is between those two though. Like why would one be okay and the other one not okay?
Being in the nudist colony, it's not a naked as much as it is a way you're acting with the least amount of clothes on. It shouldn't be sexually provocative. And so there was like rules in the nudist. There was like pretty much 2 rules in the nudist colony. And it's so crazy. Anywhere you sat, you had to have a towel. Like anywhere. Like you had to bring a towel everywhere that you sat down. And you weren't allowed to like provocatively dance. That's the only rules I can remember from being at the nudist colony. Like,
No,
you weren't
not-
allowed to dirty dance. You weren't allowed to like booty, like shake your butt. You weren't allowed to do shit like that. Like, that was just not no. There, it was like nakedness and sex were separated. And then also, because it dawned on me this week while I was like doing chores and shit, I was like, I was on a nudist resort a lot of the times in St. Martin in my childhood. And like, I probably could just throw a rock at Epstein's Island. Like, where me and my kid brother grew up on these like clothing optional resorts in St. Martin is kind of insane. That, and how many on the French side of St. Martin, the whole island's clothing optional. It's like split French and Dutch. So I was thinking like all this stuff going on, and there's just like naked people walking around. Like, it's normal even for the islanders. Like, the ladies might have a sarong on the bottom and then like walking with their goats with no shirt on. Like, there's just tits around St. Martin. There's a lot
I
of
see
tits.
that.
So it's just like, but it's a lewdness with it. To me, it's lewdness more than it's a nakedness.
Thank you. That is
Where
that
I'm
part.
like, I don't want to think about anyone having sex around my child.
Yes.
I don't
that
care what your
part.
sexuality is. I don't care what you're them, theying yourself. I don't want to think about anyone and they're like grinding around my kid. Like, whatever the dress code is, I feel like look at I feel like when I have kids, I'm never having kids.
Never
It's
having
just
kids.
because we're having this conversation. But I get where I'm like, nakedness wouldn't be as big of a deal. Like, they would have whatever their parts that they wanted to feel private about. But when other people are hanging it out and then doing sexual shit with that, it's like, oh, now your nakedness is only for sex. And that is where it's like, look at these adults all around walking around with their sex parts out.
But that's what's happening. It's like a lot of like, it's like screaming, I want to be fucked. It's not like, I don't like clothes, so I'm going to be a nudist. It's like that provocative, like, it's like an attitude that comes with it. It's a way, I don't know how, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all can do whatever you want.
I'm going to tell you
But
that
this is how I see it. Like, I'm a woman and I say it. Like, if I want to be a nudist, I'll go be a nudist. Live with the nudes. Easy.
I've decided that I wish I could just like, if Jules and I really were going to be good moms, we would just like adopt Layla. Like, we don't, it's like,
Please.
we have people that we would just love to take care of this person and nurture them without.
Yeah, she's told
having
me
to be
many times. She's like, come, and me and my wife will just take care of you. Get out of there.
I was like, you could just
love
lay
you
in a
guys,
lawn
but no.
chair and I'll give you fruit and chicken salad. I just think every lady needs to be pampered, like red tinted. Like, you can just lay in the sun. You don't have to do anything here and I'll feed you.
And the whole time I'd feel guilty by you doing that. Do you know that? That is how my brain is wired. I need to unwire that.
All ladies are like that.
It's so
I
weird.
think it's like a normal.
I
It's
rest
like hard.
and I hear someone washing the dishes and I'm just like, oh my God, fuck. Like, I feel like, damn, I should have been the one to be doing that, but that was indoctrinated in my brain and I need to let it go,
I feel like ladies become tightly wound over time. My guy friends, there's are events that happen to them that usually in real life, it's like they need to get drunk, maybe have a cry in that drunk, maybe break something, fight something, do something in that drunk period of time. Me make sure they get into their house. I don't need to put them to bed. They're not like girls. I don't need to hold their hair back while they puke. I don't need to do any of that. I just need to get them to their thing, and that what they need is different. They might have some words in the time of their drunkenness and madness about whoever they're lost or they're lost in the moment, but it's not like girls become tightly wound. Like, they lose someone, like a guy, they lose somebody they care about, they'll be like, that motherfucker, during that night while they get drunk, they'll have that moment, that motherfucker, they'll break something, blah, blah, blah. They'll get over that thing. They're on it. Ladies, it's like the person passes away. They become a saint. The lady won't say anything for 20 years. She slowly becomes a cunt. Nobody in her life realizes why she's a cunt because she just needs to say, my mom was an asshole.
Yeah.
Like the guy did it that
That's
night.
it?
Like he was like, oh, he broke something. He was like, my mom was a bitch. And then he's like, oh, I love her. And he moves on with his shit that night. Like, fuck. Anyways, is anything else crazy going on this week? Do we have to talk about anything else before we fly out of here?
CERN turned on their machine in March, and they're calling it the final lap before they do a reset. And apparently this machine, when they try to turn it off, it glitches and it doesn't want to turn off. And it's reacting as if it's discovered something and is chasing it. It is on an exciting mission, apparently. If you ask your ChatGPT or Grok about this, it'll explain exactly what's going on with it. And there's supposedly a reset called the final lap in the end of June or July. I don't remember. But it's very interesting. It doesn't want to turn off. Like the lights are flickering when they try to turn it off. It's like refusing to want to turn off.
And I'm not even trying to be crazy when I say this. Look at how much better technology's gotten just in the last 10 years.
Mhm.
Like, look at just what you can do. You can play around with your own, like, make me an image, and it comes out with 5 fingers now, unless you're Netanyahu, and it comes out with 6. But otherwise, it's like pretty good at doing that. CERN, even when you look at pictures of it, looks like some old junkyard tech. It's like, how can this be the best particle accelerator still on the planet? Like, even they tell us in movies, anytime the military builds one thing we know about, they build the other thing at the same time that we don't know about. So I just got to think, even CERN of it all can't be the CERN of it all. There has to be something more concerning. Cernoble. That's a good name. That's a good name for an episode. Or
I was looking for, when I asked Grok about it, it gave me this very interesting diagram.
it looks like
Totally different topic, but have
Yeah.
you guys seen the Melania documentary yet?
No.
No, have you watched it yet?
I watched it. I don't want
Oh.
to spoil it.
I was like, I wish we could have a watch party. Like I think we might have a Patreon, like doing those kind of movies. Cause I want to watch the Carolyn Bessette one and the Michael Jackson one. But how was it? You won't spoil it. I know the ending.
I'm going to be tight-lipped about it. I want to talk about it, but I'm going to wait for you guys to see it independently without me tainting the water supply at all.
Okay. We'll have to watch it and then we'll have a Melania episode. And we'll all wear white. We'll all dress in our favorite Melania.
The hats that like come down to here.
A white hat. And we will all talk like
It wasn't
Melania
a white
that
hat,
day.
wasn't it? It was like a blue one or something. The one that like looked like she was in a kung fu movie. Like she was gonna chop your head off with her hat.
When she came in. Oh,
Like
and
Kung
that
Lao?
one
Was that
she
Kung Lao or no?
that one she was full
That was
Guy
for
Fawkes.
the second inauguration.
one time she was full Guy Fawkes, and then the other time she has the white round one on. But Melania, and we will talk like Melania the whole time, and we will do an episode of Melania. I heard a theory. I never thought this before, but then it made me think this about a lot more people. But then I was like, holy shit. And it was like one of those crazy things that just comes across your ex where somebody was like, I don't know. I'm waiting for Melania to peel her latex face off because she's Princess Diana underneath. And I'd never heard this before, but the credence, I didn't care about it being Princess Diana or not. I just thought Melania does have a fucking like if somebody had a mask, the Melania mask is pretty, like it doesn't move a ton. she covers it like with her hat. If like, oh, the Melania mask does not fit the actress perfect today, so we will have to wear the hat and cover her brow. I don't know. Yeah, it is like Assassin's Creed.
It's
She's
just wild.
beautiful though, I think.
Did you see the
Melania is from Lemuria. She is part cat.
colored versions of Rasputin's photos? Dude, he don't look human at all. The colored versions, you know how the AI is like
Rasputin.
adding color? Yeah.
Who's that?
The one from the Russian
Yeah,
Rasputin.
he was like the Russian John
Oh,
D.
Rasputin. Okay,
Rasputin.
dude. I thought you said like Ross, like from Friends.
Ross Perot.
Like Putin had a brother I didn't know named Ross, and I'm like Rasputin, totally. Okay,
Rasputin colored images.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, he don't look human compared to everybody else in the photos with him. He looks like a I don't know.
Who is he? Rasputin was
Rasputin, the
yeah. Was he for the Nicholas? Was he the final Russian dynasty?
the one who took down the final Russian dynasty, that guy? The Anastasia, the whole fucking thing, Rasputin.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, he's also the guy, because they had a bunch of blood diseases and stuff in that family, didn't they?
Something.
He's the one that
This is a
like,
decent
you
picture
should-
of him. I'm talking about the other pictures and group photos and shit. He's like, which is weird.
Let's see.
Look at that one over there. You just look, I don't know. You look
And I
like,
feel like all of the people did not love him. Like, I feel like the lady in the family was like, she loved Rasputin. And then everybody else is creeped out.
such a serious looking dude.
That haircut is called a witch's pussy.
No way.
I swear to God, it is. Yeah,
What do you mean the haircut? Like that bald spot in his head?
yeah. It's called a witch's pussy.
Get the. Get the. I have a
That is
question.
the best thing we learned today.
Sure, fire away.
Does Rasputin have a haircut called witch's pussy?
Putin?
Checking that one right now.
Well, I
Sounds
don't think
wild.
he intentionally made his hair look like that, so I don't know if that counts. But like this, if you cut the little like bald spot,
Haircut called witch's pussy. That's not a real
It's
hairstyle
saying
name
no.
tied to him at all. Grigory Rasputin, the historical mad monk,
No.
is famous for
It's
his
like, that
wild,
is
uncaring
wild. Of
The
course his
historical
hair is
mad
not
monk.
called a witch's pussy. It is called a sorceress cunt.
Hold on. Is there a thing called a haircut? A haircut called a witch's pussy.
I know this from a '90s movie that was
Oh
about.
yeah,
60s.
Adult Swim reference. A clown core segment titled "Witch Pussy" appears, and then the other one's "Rock and Roll Witch" or "Bixie Cut."
Like at Man Sits in Chair says, I'll have the low table
Contour
witch's
hair.
pussy, please.
Fade it in, please.
Can I get a high and tight fade into a witch's pussy? That would be
Number 2.
fantastic.
Contour hair, not cutter hair. Contour hair.
People couldn't even talk to him. Like, I'm getting a boner. Get out of here, Rasputin. Your witch's pussy is out of control.
Did you know that there's actually pubic hair that is actually textured just like Rasputin, straight, just like that? So I could see where they got it.
So there actually is a witch with it, that her pussy looks like Rasputin, and it's called the Rasputin. Somewhere
just
there's
like
a witch.
flat
and her
hair,
pussy
not
looks
curly.
Like Rasputin is the
I
real.
assume this is what like Harry Mary would look like too.
Harry Mary was just like a wizard. Rasputin. Well, he looks like Marina Abramovich and Mother Teresa. So if I'm going to add to my
No.
conspiracy,
You know who he looks like?
Isn't this where like a
Vance.
thief comes from?
JD Vance.
his chin's way too strong.
Where? You don't see his chin. That's all hair.
I know with that nose, you don't have a weak chin.
Look at his eyes.
With that Cro-Magnon brow, everything about
If you told me the one on the right was just like an old photo of like someone from Rammstein, I'd probably believe you.
Mm.
if you were like, oh yeah,
Let me see
that's the
JD
guy they
Vance.
replaced.
Am I bugging?
Pink. What'd you say?
No, I just wanted to pull up a picture of JD Vance real quick just to see if I'm like bugging. They have like the similar eye thing going on here. Like deep
I
eyes.
feel like JD Vance, all his features are soft and small.
Yeah, he literally looks like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yeah. And he has no chin, and his nose is a little button. He's not, it's the one thing I agree with Clavicular on, where he's like, if JD Vance ran against Gavin Newsom, JD Vance loses because Gavin Newsom's Chad.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's
God,
the one
they're so
thing because I'm just
stupid,
like,
man.
that's not the same guy. And anytime I look at it, JD Vance is one of those guys that looks like drastically different. Like he had a nice chin implant. He wears like lifts in his shoes. He's central casting. That's my feeling on JD Vance.
I just saw a post on Central Casting and LA highway, what's it called? Traffic controllers. So on the road, Central Casting actually hires these people in LA to literally cause accidents, and they hire motorcyclists and they'll skid on the highway on purpose just to cause accidents for the purpose of oil. Have people in traffic.
I always
oil.
think this when I'm driving. It only takes 2 cars to slow down an entire highway. And if you can do that for 1 hour for all these cars, just in Orlando, Miami, any highway USA, how much money does that gas station make?
Oil. I'm telling you now. It was
If you
a
ever want to go down
conspiracy.
like a weird internet rabbit hole for like 20 minutes, something called traffic banding, which is what you're talking about, when they actually show if you just like tap your brakes a little bit in traffic, that like that spot where you created like a wave will stay there and it'll kind of reverberate for a couple hours sometimes, like long after the traffic's gone. That's why whenever you hit traffic and you're like, what the fuck was that about? There was not even like nothing's going on. What was I just in traffic for an hour? Like you're literally dealing with like the after effects of something that happened like 3 hours before.
Mm-hmm.
Some slowdown back when.
Before we go, just
Okay.
wanted to show you guys because I check this every so often. Ingersoll Lockwood website.
I
Just
can
want
do
you
it real
guys to
quick.
look at this real quick, okay? You ready? It's coming. It's coming. Boom, ba, ba, boom. Do you see that? So when you click it, it's aliens.gov, but the website is down for some reason. See, try to click it, aliens.gov, but it's not working. But this is like literally, they're telling you something. There's a whole page on this website actually. Hello? Okay. On this website, all the history of World War II and all of these aircrafts that they were building and all this type of technology, and like a whole like long ass page of information and documents and artillery and aircrafts, and it went on and on and on and on and on. And that's
All
what
of the
I'm gonna show you.
paperclip stuff, all of the Nazi stuff, all of the Nazi
of it.
Bell stuff. But
All of it.
I think it did happen this week. It might have been at the end of last week that the government registered aliens.gov, and it became this whole
Yep.
to do.
Why?
It's probably going to be a page of illegal aliens.
And I just saw a recent clothing brand that came out, and the label is called Gog and Magog. How ironic.
Gaga Magog's very zombie aliens. It's giving you both. It's giving me.
Okay, so on that site that I just showed you was the non-desktop site. Now, if you see here, do you see, let's see if we could zoom in. The desktop site, it shows
I can do
a
it.
zombie face. Okay,
Oh,
do you guys see
creepy.
that? We were just talking about zombies all of a sudden. Let's click that.
And
The
it's
Book
a
of
picture
Atlas.
of Rasputin.
The Book of Atlas. Why? It's a groundbreaking cinematic journey inspired by crypto. Why would you? Yeah, it's giving like, I don't know if you guys see this. It's giving fallen angels. It's giving like weird. I don't know what this is, but it's a link to what? I don't know. The demiurge. We were just talking about this. What the fuck?
That is so crazy, but not crazy.
The creature from Jekyll Island. Like, I'm just okay. I don't know. Weird timeline. we're on
Wait,
right
what
now.
about the creature from Jekyll Island?
Oh, it says
Because that's
It
a
says-
Edward G. Griffin financial book.
it's saying that
It's one of the first conspiracy books I read.
Now too.
tentacled menace of the ancient world. Creature from Jekyll Island. It's not letting me click it.
Dude, can you imagine? Let's just put this out here.
Four servants.
So we all know what Jekyll Island is, and we all know we like Jekyll Island, and here's JP Morgan and the Titanic, and it's all attached to this whole thing. Imagine if there was actually a creature at Jekyll Island that was so big that everything else was a rewrite on top of it to muddy the waters like Disney Frozen.
I have come across articles, which I don't think are real. I think they're silly, but that there were like giants, like there's like a Tartarian aspect to Jekyll Island, that it was literally built on the tops of like carcasses of old giants.
Yeah.
That's what all the research of the Galapagos I'm finding out.
Yep.
Where it's like it was all an ancient site and it had tons of stuff there. Even the animals that were on this island didn't make sense, and they had to explain it all away by
well that's also on Jekyll Island. One of the explanations is that like the Italian emperor, I can't remember who the hell it was, Emmanuel something, but Emmanuel imported all of these boars, these wild boars, for the Jekyll Island Hunt Club for them to hunt, and then the boars took over the island for the longest time, and they had to like eradicate all of them, and it turned into a whole issue. And then after they took all the boars out, the boars had decimated the ecosystem, and then there were just deer left, and now deer kind of overrun the entire island. But it was just like one of these weird stories about this animal that had been imported for like these rich people to hunt down, but ended up taking over everything.
I think that there's a story of a certain kind of deer on Hawaii that's taken over. It's like the fastest little deer, and so they have to go there and do these hunts because it's just like someone brought in 50 deers for him and his buddies to hunt once, and this will be great for the summer. And then all of a sudden, however many decades later, it's like overran with these little, it's like right on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, no pun intended. Overran.
I ran.
Huh. The creature from Jekyll Island.
iPad.
And Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like, I always thought that was a weird thing with Jekyll Island, that we never hear the crossover of that. And the island of Dr. Moreau.
Guy's name.
Yeah,
Jekyll was, and then they misspelt it the way that Jekyll is spelled. It's actually a misspelling, but that's just how it is.
Oh, did you guys see the fake Jeffrey Epstein? The one that was in the car?
Beach Pete.
Yeah, Palm Beach.
Palm Beach Pete. Oh, we know Palm Beach Pete. I'm going to tell you guys the funniest part about Palm Beach Pete, if you're a Floridian. That's like 1 in 10 men.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, legit.
Same car, same outfit,
Same
same
face.
sunglasses, same visor.
all the articles where it's like, look at how much he looks like Jeffrey Epstein. It's like, you've never been to Tampa, you've never been to like another coastal city in Florida. Yeah, it's like every guy there.
Yeah, he comes in and he's the kind of guy that comes in and he's like sees Thomas somewhere and he's like, "Hey there, sport."
Yeah. I just came back from the golfing with the guys, and
he's bragging about how much like he spent on something and then he doesn't leave a tip.
Yeah, totally that fucking guy. Ah ha ha, big huge loud thing. Layla loves me, and you're like,
yeah. Let me have what's
Pete.
it called? The ginger ale and grape soda with vodka. What is it called? Their favorite drink, the golfers. I forgot what it's called, man. Let me get a Riptide. No, not a Riptide. I forgot what it's called.
Grape soda and what? What is this?
Ginger ale and vodka. It's
I've never
delicious.
heard of this. This doesn't sound like something
Oh,
Epstein.
it's so good. It's like a golfer's favorite. Like they down
Grape
those bad
soda?
boys.
Really?
Not grape soda,
grape soda?
Concord grape juice with fucking ginger ale and vodka. It's delicious. Transfusion. There you go.
Transfusion? What the hell are you talking about?
Concord grape juice in general is legit. If you went to a church and like the kids, they were like, you can't have wine.
The best.
They would have Concord grape juice for Jesus' blood.
Jewish
for Catholics,
kedding.
Catholics usually like you're getting wine.
Go to your local fucking store in the international section. Go to the Jewish section. It's called Kedim. The best. That's the best fucking Concord grape juice that you'll ever put in your fucking mouth. And it's expensive as fuck, but worth every drop. Like I'll drink the whole thing in one sitting in like 15 minutes. It's so good.
If you're doing all that, just spring $4 and get a bottle of Manischewitz, and it's like even better than grape juice, and you get a little bit drunk off of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just like the old fashioned, like carbonated, like Welch's pop. Like, here's what we get the kids' table. I'm down with that grape juice.
Oh, it's so good. Oof, my mouth is watering
But
for it right now.
when you told me kosher, it just felt a little less poisonous, and I felt like maybe I'm gonna take your advice.
I'm telling you, it'll be the best fucking grape juice you've ever had. I give kudos to them. Like legit candy juice, like that good. Oh, I love it. I'm gonna go get some.
It's
tomorrow.
moiled.
It's Kedim. Kedim.
It's goy grape.
Mm-hmm.
It's
good goy slop.
Goy slop.
goy slop. I was thinking of a new term, fed slop. Because it's like, you live long enough being a truth, or what is it? You die being a truther, or live long enough to become the psyop.
I would think glow slop would probably be better.
Glow slop.
Glow slop.
And you got the glowy part mixed in too, which also has very, very problematic origins.
Chrome slop.
Chrome. Adrena slop chrome. That's how we get away from it. Sorry,
that's what a Krabby Patty.
All right, you guys, we love you so much, and we will see you next week. Thanks for hanging out with us, and
Illuminati.
Not so loud.
Layla's got her heart on. Boy.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguist good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, makings, it's okay to change your thinking. Good guys, good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguist good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically. Good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking. Good guys. Good guys. Good guys. Good guys.
You want the bamba? You want to cheer with the big boys? Some of the move kitty kitty with the other map with the drug cup. Ah, hey, let me see how the thing goes.
You're still here? It's over.